Hey YouTube, it's Chic from Chic Speaks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in here, come on in here, come on in here. We have another good show tonight, a lot to cover, some new updates. It's like, you wake up every day, you don't know what to see, every day's a surprise. So the Queen of Kings shenanigans. Yes, there's some new updates. There are some new updates. So I want to do some receipts that's been posted pertaining to the Queen of Kings. Actually, receipts were posted to her latest apology video in her lately. So I want to get into that video, and I want to get into some heat off of her back because child, she's been feeling it. It's been hot in the kitchen. Welcome. It's Lina. Hello. Please come in, like, share, subscribe. We got a lot to cover. Always so much. So come on in here. I want to let some more people come in here before we start getting into some things, because we're going to get into some things. Do some Q&A, ask some questions, try to get some answers, because we're all over here just trying to figure this thing out. And I can't do it on my own. So that's why I log on YouTube and try to solicit help. And it seems like many of you can't do it on your own either. So, hey, we work together as a team over here, right? So come on in here. Let me know you're here. Drop a comment, and yeah, we'll get started. And who do I have it titled? Love or Foolishness? Which one is it, guys? Love or foolishness, guys and gals? Love or foolishness? What category does this fall in? Because sometimes the lines blur, and what's believed to be love is just tomfoolery. So y'all let me know, is this love or foolishness? Because I don't know. I ain't seen nothing like it, child. I've been married almost 20 years come October. And when I say I ain't seen nothing like it, these thoughts and these ideas that run rampant in the great state of Hawaii, I ain't never seen nothing like it. So I'm just over here trying to see what am I missing? Because you know how some things, how your brain can't even fathom, your mind just can't even go there to say, hey, let's do this. There's so many ideas that's popping off over there in Hawaii. And it's just like, did you come up with that by yourself? Did you solicit help? Because you cannot tell me that you had full, complete buy-in from anyone else other than Brett. You cannot. Welcome. Trey S says, hi there. We have to get your views up. Yes, please, child. Please. Thank you, Trey S. Rena Black said, foolishness, foolishness. I say foolishness. Listen, the robots get off of her neck. Get off of it. Get off of her neck. They're straight out here straight windmilling for her. And I'm doing the best I can to try to give her the benefit of the doubt, but the hole just keeps getting deeper and deeper. Legit, it's like quicksand. It's like quicksand. Am I the only one seeing this circus, seeing this show? It's like watching any of you been following the YSL case with Young Thug, and you just sit back and you just shake your head and you just hope for better days. and you like, it has to be better than this. This can't be real. Like, you ever had any of those moments? Y'all, child, I'm having those moments over here between that trial, between that trial and Rose and the Rosebuds. I don't know if I'm going to come in these days. So listen, help me help you. Like please help your girl out, because I'm just trying to figure this thing out. Let me see. Yvonne McGowan, welcome. Chick Life, hey Chic, hey Chad, hit the like. Yes, thank you. Please hit the like for me. Please, I appreciate it. We got some things I would like to cover today. Our favorite flower, has decided to be real with us on today and to log on to Beyonce's internet and to play True Confessions. Yeah. She's decided to play True Confessions today because when she made Tasha K, that's when she knew it's just got real. Ain't that something that you can play games? I had this video titled Play Stupid Games, Win Stupid Prizes. Legit, like that was the first title I had. But then I'm like, I wanted to add some other stuff, and I ran out of space. So I replaced that with Love or Foolishness. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Sis talking about when she heard that she made the docket for Tasha K, that's when she knows she need to cue up the camera. And when I was doing this live yesterday, some of you guys were in the chat saying Tasha K was about to discuss it. So I'm like, Lord, child. Because one thing Tasha gonna do is defend the black man. And the way she was out, the Rose was out here slandering the black man for that white king. I already knew Tasha was just gonna really go in. So last night before bed, before I closed my eyes, I listened to Tasha do her review. I listened to her, whatever it is that she do over there. She talk about her different topics. And she read her. I mean, and then she told no lies. Like, she really read her. And I guess she read the Rose so bad, the Rose was like, baby, listen here. Brett, White King, whatever we call him, we got to come up with, listen, because they said that there's this lady named Tasha K. They said that I made it to her show. That issue is hilarious because I've heard Rose say she don't know who Tasha K is because somebody in her chat, I don't know, somebody told her she looked like Tasha K or something. So this was before she snapped on Brett, before all hell broke loose. Tasha K's name, was brought to her, and she was like, I don't know her. She must be beautiful, because some people, saying they resemble. Child, she heard Tasha K again for the second time in her life because she made the Tasha. When you making a Tasha K show, I'm gonna say it's nothing good because I don't hear her talk about really positive stuff when she when she kind of cover her stories. It's on some foolishness. It's on some foolishness. So the Rosebuds were like, Rose, flower, my bouquet. You've made Tasha K's show. So, yeah. So we're going to get into that. Let me see. Welcome. Please like the video, like the stream. I'm trying to pull up my channel on my phone, on my other device to make sure that my likes is where they need to be. Because, child, sometimes y'all be playing with me. I don't know what it is. Y'all play with me with the likes, and then sometimes y'all do me right. And then you'll play with me again. And it's like a tug of war with the likes. So right now I'm having problems getting in there. So I'm just going to trust. Yvonne McGowan, you have a wrench. Can you please monitor my likes? Make sure they looking right. If they're not, please drop a note. Please like the video tonight. Please like, share, subscribe. We're growing. Road to 1K. We trying to get the views up. Listen, we trying to be work. Listen, we trying to help Tasha K make the Rose more known than what the heck she is, if that's even possible. So let me get into these comments before we get into the video that I want to get into, the apology video. Rena Black said, this is all happening because Rose married a simp. Like, plain, is it that simple, Rena? Is it that simple? He seems sweet. Chick Life said, but she doesn't know of Tasha K. Really, girl, stop. Listen, child said, I don't know. They said a Tasha K. Tasha K said that she been following the Rose for like 3 years. She said she been following her for 3 years. Just paying attention to it. And Rose, Tasha has never, I followed Tasha pretty tough. Tasha's never talked about the Rose before. So I was actually kind of surprised that she, she was like, yeah, I've been following her for like 3 years. And I've just been paying attention what she does, because Tasha views her as someone who, how did she word it? Tasha views her as someone who uses her interracial relationship as like a flex to kind of throw in the faces of like Black men. So she just kind of been, Tasha just been sitting back, she just been sitting back, and maybe Tasha left her alone because, she's just a content creator. I will say, I don't really see Tasha K just going in and talking about other fellow content creators unless she has a falling out with them, and then y'all, anything goes. You just don't know what she gonna say. But otherwise, if she didn't cross paths with you, she not saying nothing. And then everybody else, they're celebrities, so she's like, her words were, if you make was it her words? Because so many people have talked about her. I think this was her words, like, if you're on the internet, you can be talked about or whatever. So Tasha just kind of sat there because it's just like, okay, she's just another content creator. And Tasha just kind of made mental note, but she said, yeah, I've been following for like 3 years. So Tasha knew of her before I did. Yvonne McGowan said her spot was blown up after last night with Tasha K. Because Tasha, the Rose said, listen, I knew I had to come out the bushes because bigger content people who are, I guess, bigger than her, are talking about her. So that's when because it seemed like she wasn't really worried like too tough like that with people who were like smaller than her. But when Tasha K came out talking, she like, bitch, like, Brett, yeah. So Maso Plaza says, yes, Rose and Brett was so happy Tasha converted them. Tasha covered them. Rose and Brett was so happy Tasha covered them. Then Rose acts like she don't know who Tasha K is. Okay, Rose, you know who she is. And you said we made it, Brett. Now we made it. We made it. Likes are good. Thank you. McGowan, thank you. Appreciate. I was too. Okay, so y'all buckle up. So let me share my screen. Y'all know how we do over here. I'm gonna get into this video, and I might be pausing to add my 2 cents because it's just a lot going on. So let me see where my video at. Let's see, I got a bunch of stuff up. I was playing around with my backgrounds. Okay, so there we go. Come on. Whew, it's gonna be another long night, y'all. Okay, fair use. This video is titled Truly Apologetic. The Rose says she is truly apologetic. Let's get it.
Is it working? Which one's which? Let's do it, make it tighter. If you believe that you're a man on the moon, if you believe there's nothing I can do. Jimmy Coffin was that man on the moon.
Hey you guys, hi Facebook. I'm also on YouTube behind. I wanted to do this all at once so I don't have to do it more than one time. So I'm on Facebook, on my
y'all get y'all pen and paper out, like take notes. I just want to throw that out there because it's a lot.
phone, and I'm on YouTube on Brett's phone. YouTube family, I know a lot of you guys don't follow me on Facebook, but I did want to make this public apology because I've recently, actually just like 30 minutes ago, I leaked my messages that I sent to my moderator here on Instagram, and I sent to my moderator Dana, I sent to my moderator Kiki, and I sent to my husband all the same day on July 18th, 2024, and you can see the date in the messages. I don't know how much Facebook knows, but YouTube knows how much that I've been going through over the past couple months with this group of mean girls. I've made police reports. I was crying every single day. I made a whole live, like crying my heart out, begging them to stop. And instead of stopping, they continued forward and made videos about my family and I. This was before anything happened, you know, just my regular family videos. And these people were just bashing the freak out of me and my family. They made a page calling my son Rapist Race. They just would not stop. So I made a brilliant idea to separate from my husband, to troll these women that were desperately after my husband and were just bashing me. My idea, troll the troll. My idea of it was that we were gonna get this separation, and then these mean girls, were gonna make videos about our separation and this and that. I never imagined it to get so.
Now, how the hell you thought that was gonna be the play, and then it was gonna be all good in the doggone hood with that plan? Who the hell co-signed that? It makes no sense. Oh, to get back at the trolls, the very ones who hate our relationship, we're gonna say we broke up, so therefore they'll really have something to talk about. Yeah, I don't know. And then you came up with this idea after you hit 1 million. So because you got 1 million subscribers, that means you're on the map. Shit, you up there with Tasha K. You got Rosebud, Tasha K. Rosebud, Tasha K. That's all you got on Beyonce on the YouTube. Rosebud, Tasha K. So how you thought this idea that you had wasn't gonna just blow up, like just be everywhere, and it's just gonna be isolated to your little garden of flowers, your flower bed with your rosebuds? Like, how, Sway? Y'all continue to take your notes.
Far and so blown out of proportion. I never imagined it to actually reach my true supporters. I just thought that I was just going to sit back, relax, and watch these dumb women make reaction pages. And basically, they're making pages. You can see on the messages that I link, I truly did put a police report on July 10th, I believe. They've been doing this for a while. It was greatly affecting my mental health. I mean, I was. What do you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little happy because
I was crying every single day. I was going to the police. I was crying to my husband, like, why won't they stop? They're acting like they literally know me, like I took their man or something, like I did something to them. So instead, they were literally making money off of me. The woman made a page and said, yes, now I'm finally monetized. And her page was nothing but my family. She didn't have a single video that was like an authentic video. Her whole page was bashing my family. And she even got a whole group of people to bash my family called the Tosh Mob group. And this Tosh Mob group just would not stop. They were coming on all my family videos. And so, like, as you guys see in the messages that I reveal, me and my moderator, we decided, like, okay, these people don't want to see positivity. Like, they want to see negativity. So we're going to give it to them. And so that's what I thought I was doing. I did not think that it would affect the people that truly follow us. And so I do apologize from the bottom of my heart, bottom of my soul, bottom of my core. I'm sorry.
Well, it did affect Rose, and it got bigger than it was meant to kind of get. It was honestly meant to get the trolls, like I said, troll the trolls, and we're going to kind of pull the rug out and kind of. So that is why we filmed some of the beginning. And
how do you troll the trolls at your expense? Like at the expense of your man, y'all know she cussed that man smooth the hell out. She aired him out. Who agrees to sign up for that and be like, yo, okay, I'm gonna take one for the team and just let you go in on me to get back at the trolls? Like how do you not think that doing what you're doing was not going to prompt other people to queue up the YouTube to dust off StreamYard like I did? Y'all, this brought me out of damn retirement. This whole thing just brought me out of just listen, I had kind of took a break from YouTube with this kind of mess, but this kind of brought me back. I don't understand how she didn't think that putting this story out there would not prompt more people to talk, because it would have people to say, see, I told you so. Like, it makes no sense. And the fact that her husband, this goes to show, as we talk about how smart he is, that he went along with that mess. Ain't no damn way. This actually even go in a category of, let's see, even Tasha K and her husband, and people be like, how the hell he didn't have enough control over his household to tell his wife? Now listen, goddammit. Cardi B got more money than me, you, your mama down in Panama City, my people in Africa, than all of us. So we gonna have to go ahead and take these little videos down and just be like, okay, well, you got this. Like, it comes down to like the man, trusting the man in his leadership to be able to guide the family and to be able to say, hey, babe, you're moving with emotion, which is understandable because that's a woman thing, but we can't do that because it doesn't make sense, because this and that can happen. Like, what are we doing if you don't have a man in your life who's non-emotional? Y'all both can't damn be running around all in your feelings, mess around and be broke and be depressed and filing police reports. Like, it make sense. Let's get back to the video.
Showed some of that as well. We are, for Rose's help, can you relax, please? For Rose's help, I am getting her into the therapy.
Not kidding. I've been with her for like a week now.
I don't know if you mentioned it.
So is she lying about therapy? Because he said, I'm getting her into therapy. She's like, I'm not getting. Fool, didn't I tell you what the story was? I already been in therapy. Did y'all catch that? I see Raina got her, let me see. Raina got her pen and paper. I hope y'all do too. I hope, like, we need a name for y'all over here. I got my ad chasers in the morning when I do my workout. What are we going to call this over here? Throw out some names, because he just said, we're going to get you some counseling. She's like, remember, I told you I'm already in counseling. Damn. That's why you be getting snapped on, because you slow. I told you before we hit this live button that I'm in counseling, and I've been in counseling for a week. All right.
Did you share screenshots?
Yeah, the screenshots are shared on Facebook, you guys, because YouTube doesn't allow me to. YouTube allows me to share like two. Like, they don't allow me to show the whole picture, and there's like 10 screenshots. So the screenshots are shared on Facebook. YouTube people, my Facebook name is Rose Miller. If you want to go to Facebook to Rose Miller and look at the screenshots, they're all there with the date and everything. So it was to 3 different people. I got to my husband, screenshots to Dana, and screenshots to Kiki.
But if you notice, I was singing Andy Kaufman, Man on the Moon, for a reason. If some of you are smart enough, I sent Rose a message too, like, some of these people are picking up on it. This is actually kind of brilliant.
Sir, he is so white. He talking about he's singing Andy Kaufman, Man on the Moon. He can't, y'all see why Rose is rosebudding out there on the island, because she can't depend on this man. She couldn't even get him to keep up with the lie, knowing they done talked about this before they went on. Babe, you gonna say this, I'm about to say this. And he already effed it up within the first 5 minutes of the video. Like, and we'll show those receipts that she posted as far as with her text. We'll get into all of that too, child. It's a lot. I told y'all it's gonna be a long night.
But yeah, I got a little too far. What's her name? Should I make a video about it?
I guess someone named Tasha K, and that's when I don't know what Tasha K, but I've been receiving messages saying that someone named Tasha K is making videos. I guess someone that made videos about Cardi B or whatever, and it just kind of escalated too far. We just thought we were gonna just sit back and troll the trolls, you know. But yeah.
It was kind of fun, a little nerve-wracking, but kind of goal was to see, because my main thing was like bad news reporters getting a hold of information and rolling. Like the whole time that a couple of the pages were like just creating these narratives and stories. So we were like,
they started a long time. They started the second we hit 1 million
everything you do,
subscribers.
they created a conspiracy.
No matter
so
what we did, it was all positive videos, and they just
created
kept.
our own little conspiracy. I don't even know.
Anyways, it was affecting my mental health greatly, and so you guys, I am getting help.
I bet the hell it was affecting your mental health. You the one lied. Like, when does it ever make sense to get people off your back by telling lies that got you and your husband looking bad? Like, it makes no sense. Like, it just makes no sense. And then to me, and as y'all say, she's like, someone by the name of Tasha K. She talked about like Cardi B. Hell, she acted like she wants to act like she didn't even know who a Cardi B was.
I am getting help because I was crying every single day, and I moved here to Hawaii.
She don't even believe that. Y'all see how she was smiling? I am getting help. Girl. The rose is a trip.
Have a peace of mind and to be happy and to be good with my family. And these women were just crushing my whole happiness. You guys want to know where we live? I shared it in the police report. We live in Honolulu. We live in Oahu, Hawaii. I've been keeping that a secret only because of these mean girls have been making me feel like I need to like look over my shoulder like I'm a thug or a gangster and I'm like targeted or something. These girls have literally threatened my life for no good reason at all. They threatened us. They made pages because my son kissed me. I went to CPS. I went to the police department because these girls are threatening that they're calling CPS on me and they're calling the police like I'm a gangster. I felt like I had to hide and duck and dodge. You guys want to know where we are? We are in Honolulu, Oahu, Hawaii. Okay, and I went to the police department today to let them know that this has been happening, and so I feel safe. I live right next door to the police department, so I feel safe enough to let you guys know that now. Sorry.
Oh, Rose started ad-libbing a little bit too much, so I started. Kids. Rose started ad-libbing a little bit. Well, a little bit upset about some of this stuff because it started getting carried on a little too much.
Did y'all hear when he said Rose got a little carried away when she started cussing my ass out? And I'm like, hold up, bitch. Hold up. Let me throw some stuff in about you. Remember, this is supposed to be fake. You throwing out some real stuff. You feeling this like this is really how you really felt about me. You taking advantage of this situation. Remember, we supposed to be damn acting. We supposed to be acting, Rose. He said he got a little sensitive, so he started throwing in his damn stuff too. Y'all, you can't make this stuff up. They are a match made in heaven.
Yeah, with the gay stuff. Yeah, but
I thought that would be a giveaway though, but I don't think anybody hung up on that.
Yeah, it's weird that of everything I said, they was the most stuck on.
The fun thing was the telephone. I just saw something. So he doesn't have a mistress. I don't even know if that was even.
He said it was the gay stuff. He like, well, damn, I would have thought that would have been a dead giveaway, that it was a made up story. I don't even recall. Rose cussed him. She said so much stuff about him. I don't even remember anything, her calling him gay or saying things about his sexuality. You guys can add in the comments if you recall that. But he was just like, he would have thought that would have been the dead giveaway that they was lying because she trusted, talk about his sexuality, but that wasn't it. People was like, I can see that. And Brett didn't appreciate that.
Dimensions.
Yeah, it's just like all different stuff started popping up.
And then it went from sleeping on whatever to being homeless.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, it was fun, and we can again you proved it, right?
I don't know if it was fun for me, but I apologize to you guys. The screenshots are linked. Rose Miller on Facebook. I'm sorry. My mental health was greatly being affected. For the last 2 months, I've been feeling like I don't even want to do YouTube. I don't want to do nothing because nothing I do is right. Like, you guys can go to this woman's page. Her name is Tosh Mob. And for the last 2 months, for no good reason at all, she's just been targeting my family. And she made a whole group of people that was targeting my family in the worst way. Like, they even reached out to my baby daddy and like trying to get my baby daddy to take my kids. And I'm just like, what the fuck? He has not even like, he doesn't care about the kids. Why are these women doing this? They don't even know the baby daddy. They expose my baby daddy's name, and that's something I've never exposed. I always expose my story. I've never once exposed the baby daddy's name. But they exposed all of that. They were just going crazy. And so, yeah. Okay. Love y'all. Sorry. I apologize. I did not mean. I truly intended for it to troll the trolls.
Only to people that
yeah,
but just feel like July 18th.
No, yeah, to actual supporters of our family, like.
But a lot of people, I want to compliment a lot of people. I screenshot a lot of names of people that figured out what was going on.
Yeah, but the whole thing was just to troll the trolls. That was the idea. It was not to go this far. It genuinely wasn't. Bye.
I cannot. So Rose said again, remember it's your fault, trolls. It's your fault that I came up with this stupid plan to get y'all off my back, which I don't understand that part. You guys let me know in the comments if you understand the logic, or which I hear what she said she was trying to do, but from a logical standpoint, I don't see how it made sense to where that would have people to get off you and not have even more people to get on you. Because now you're saying you purposely put out this story that my husband and I aren't good anymore. So we faked that we're going to separate. Now you saying you faked cussing him the heck out, even though, like Tasha, it seemed like she and I both felt like that cussing out was real. Like, you know, you get cussed out, or you hear somebody, you hear somebody cuss somebody out and you felt it too, like it came from the soul. Like it was deep rooted. Like that was the type of cussing out she gave Brett. And even in this video, he was like, listen, even when you was going in, he was like, I'm thinking like, wait a damn minute, you getting a little too real. So he said he had to start throwing some unscripted stuff in, because she was laying it in like as though like she was really laying out how she really felt, even though it was supposed to have been staged. He felt like, okay, like you doing a lot now. It was that part for me. It was that part, because it's like, Rose, say if they had planned it or whatever, I feel like she still took that moment out to express how she really felt about some things, and he felt that too. Maso Plays said, Rose is lying. I knew the break was fake from jump. She is a big liar. She lied about his income, about her mother, and now she's lying about everything. Maso said, I'm not here for the ish. Maso said she changed her story once the bigger creator covered it. Like, yes. Like I said, if you make Tasha K, child, I don't think anybody goal should be to make her show. If you making Tasha K show, you down bad. You either down bad, or you somebody to where you want just any type of attention. So what they say, good, bad attention is better than no attention. So you're like, listen, I made the Tasha K show, so I can go to bed now. Yvonne McGowan laughed just like me. It's hilarious. Maso Player says, yes, she was like, come on, keep this lie up. He was trying, and she looked at him like, no, I've been in counseling for a week. How y'all whole couple living together in that little apartment, and he not be aware that you in counseling? If you're really in counseling, how is your significant other not aware that you're in counseling? Is it because he at work? Like how? You ain't went to nobody concert. You been to the beach. We've been watching you going to the doggone beach. Somebody said that she had said on one live she had an appointment with the therapist at 2, but they was like they seen her going to the beach. And so they like, well, how's she going to see the therapist and her and the kids walking up the street to the beach? I don't know, y'all. We just over here just doing basic arithmetic. That's all. Cooking with Kiki said, this is a big mess, to say the least. To say the least. Monster said, positive videos, but butt race baiting and sexualizing your family channel. So about that channel, she said, I don't know if she had a live today, and I clicked on it just to have it play in the background and see what she was saying. And she said that she actually does have an OnlyFans account. I think she says called Queens of Kings. So any of you who have accounts, you might can go out there and search for it. But she said that one of the Rosebuds made the recommendation after, remember we covered a video where she was doing these dances in the living room of their apartment. So she called them yoga moves. She said her and Brett they were doing yoga moves. So the suggestion was, hey, why don't you and Brett start an OnlyFans account where you can post your videos or, do your yoga moves. So they have an OnlyFans account where they're over there doing their yoga moves for any of you who are curious as to how interracial couples do yoga moves on the island in Hawaii. So go check it out. Hey, this is free promotion, Rose. Free promotion. Trey S says she's lying. They are threatening people on YouTube, or they have someone doing it. Listen, that's what the Rosebud said. That's what the Rose said. Iman said, let's get the likes up. Please get the likes up. Thank you. Please get the likes up. Likes up. Rena Black says she's mad that people are reporting on her foolishness. Yes, like we can't just all play crazy. The Rosebuds in the garden over there can play crazy all they want, but like the rest of the world don't have to sign up for that. We like we don't have to sign up. We don't have to just believe what you're selling just because, as she told her mom, when the mom tried to call her out on these lies, the mama said she was telling, she was like, but I'm a content creator, mom. I'm like, yeah, but B, you ain't got to do it on my expense. I got a livelihood and a reputation and a name to protect too, just like you do. So don't just say things about me just so you can have a story and just try to say, well, I'm a content creator. What? That's your explanation for trying to ruin my life? Girl, if you don't stop and go to that counseling session that you got scheduled at 2. Trey S said, that's why I said she is evil. Like, it's so many people that are like, get off of her neck. And I'm not the only one. I still stand, I believe I'm one of the more reserved content creators that's covering her story, because I don't be going ham in her own. I be in a state of confusion trying to figure it out over here, but I don't like really go in on her like that to really just be outright disrespectful, call her out her neck. Like, I don't do that. I don't have that kind of energy, but I would say 90% of the content creators out there do that's covering her story. And Tasha didn't Tasha kind of read her, but Tasha didn't go too hard. Tasha was kind of keeping it cool, but listen, I think me and Tasha's energy was probably about the same with covering it. We definitely shared the same opinions. Taylor said, who with half a brain cell called CPS on their cells? Like, it's just crazy. Then she's like, she kept stressing, okay, I live here in Hawaii. Why do you keep stressing exactly where you're located in Hawaii? Like, girl, you said folks harassing you, trying to find you. Like, that is, it's, Rose struggles with when to shut the hell up. Again, on the live that I was listening to earlier, she started telling a story about Brett and how Brett, don't sleep on Brett. He's quiet until he's not, and he can fight. And he knocked some man out before, and the man was bleeding because Brett used to be a security guard. I think it was called for a company called, you guys can look it up. I have a company called VIP Security. She said Brett used to be a security guard for a business called VIP Security. So basically he was a security for like upscale people. So anyway, back when he used to do that job, she was like, he used to have a Facebook account where he would post, things pertaining to his work. And there was video or footage, pictures that he posted from a fight, or he knocked some guy out that was bleeding. And she said that she removed the pictures from his Facebook because she wanted to turn the page into a family type page. And so she was trying to show the pictures and was like, hey, babe, give me the pictures. I want to show the people. Like, he was like, no, like he was getting quiet. He didn't even want to talk about it. She kept pressing him to show these pictures of him assaulting a man. And he's like, no. People in her comments are like, Rose, read the room, leave it alone. What you trying to have him go to jail? But she's so used to just putting everything out on the internet to where in that moment when her husband was trying not to kind of go deeper into the story, she wasn't paying attention and picking up that he didn't want to talk about it, that he didn't want to show pictures of him assaulting someone. She kept pressing him for these pictures. And even in her comments, people are like, girl, leave it alone. Like, it's a reason he don't want to put this out there. You're saying he did something to somebody, and now you're saying, babe, get the pictures so I can share it. It just goes to show that she's so addicted to the internet to where she don't know what to put on the internet, what should go on the internet versus what shouldn't go on the internet. And as she said, I think she said in this video we just reviewed, like, she messed up by just putting too much on the internet. Like, girl, you don't have to put your whole life and soul, like everything don't have to go on the internet. Everything don't have to go on the internet. So she said that's what she regrets. Like, so on her live, people are like, how do you feel? Do you feel famous now that you have like 1 million subscribers? And she was like, well, I wouldn't say famous because I don't know what that feels like. And then that's when Brett was like, I know what it feels like, because I guess Brett used to be an extra. He used to do some little acting and stuff. So he was in a couple of shows or whatever. But she said that she just, if she could had it her way, she would still have her 1 million followers, but she wouldn't be recognizable when she go out and about. Because she talked about, like, when they go out and about in Hawaii, people recognize them. Brett even said his new boss knows him from, he was like, yeah, my wife watches you. So his boss, y'all think his boss seen him get cussed the hell out? His boss even know, he was like, my wife watches you. They said when they were in Arizona, they didn't really get that many people who recognized them. But Brett was like, yeah, I think because we weren't outside as much, but we're outside more. So in Hawaii, they said a lot of people recognize them. But Rose says she wish she can kind of take away the recognition part, because I guess she want to do that, be with the shits on the internet, but she don't want to go outside and have people to kind of roll up on her and call her on some things. She just want to have it, I guess, isolated to the internet. And that's not how this works. It's not. So Brett, like, I'm fine with people recognizing me because Brett, no, he ain't damn done nothing. Brett is out here winning. He got him a newfound fan base. He got people in the DMs. They was probably dry for a while. They probably jumping in the DMs. So Brett, like, I'm fine. I'm fine. Speak for yourself. Mike Meso said, ain't no way Brett said, yes, this is a great idea to say I'm a deadbeat, and ain't no way. Clearly he's sitting there like, he's like, I'm gonna get through some more of these comments and we're gonna hop over and show her what she posted as far as the receipts to support this story that she just told us in the video review. Rena Black said she did say he did something with a man, and he was like, listen, I thought that when she put that part out, that would have been the dead giveaway that these are lies, but it seemed like that just strengthened the story, and he didn't appreciate that. He does not appreciate y'all not recognizing that he a big old masculine man, a big old masculine white man. He is like, what y'all mean y'all can see me playing with some other man? What do you mean? Chick Life says she insinuated he did something with a man in Vegas. Oh my, I guess I missed it. Was that in the cussing out? Because she said so much. She says so much, and I was just trying to take it in. I think I was just so in the midst of clutching my invisible pearls, because I listened to that before I went and blew the dust off of StreamYard to come out here to give my 2 cents, because I had so much to say, because I'm like, say it ain't so. What? Like, it was so much. So I must have, in the midst of me trying to catch my breath, missed that part. But listen, y'all didn't miss it. Trey S said they are telling people something gonna happen to them. That B is evil. I guess they set in the tone. They didn't. I guess they're like, okay, let's put out here where we live. Like, why are you keep stressing? You said Hawaii. You said Honolulu, Kiwi, whatever the hell she ain't. She named off everything. Like she didn't gave us everything but the actual address and the apartment number and letter and the parking spot location. Like she didn't gave us everything. Like, girl. Why? So it makes sense. Do you want people to be coming for you just to, I don't know. It's insane. It like y'all, I try to stay off her neck, but it's so hard because the foolishness is so much that can be said and so many things to just learn from as to what not to do. Like, y'all, listen, we can't be moving out here like this in 2024. We can't be moving like this. Chick Life says she didn't quite say man, she said meh. So okay. So she like, y'all can read between the lines. Okay. Wow. Hey, Veronica Parrish. Welcome. Welcome. Hope you had a good live, or I think it's probably getting ready to start. Trey said that's fake. Okay, so let's take a break from here. Okay, one more comment. Hey, we got somebody chiming in from Facebook. Welcome. And y'all usually quiet over there on Facebook. Welcome. You said, Candy Nisha said, I knew it was some type of game. So we're going to hop over to, we're going to jump to the community page where she has some images that she posted. So let me see. Can you guys see my screen? But I'm just over on her channel, on her community page. So she posted this 15 hours ago. She says, I apologize, guys. I did a live to explain this, but I do genuinely apologize to all my supporters. This was just supposed to be to troll a large group of women who were trolling my family, but it escalated further than I could have ever imagined. And I didn't mean for it to affect true supporters for us. Please tune into our live for the full explanation of how life threats, harassment, and constant trolling led me to this. I never meant for this to go this far or go past YouTube, and I hope you can all forgive me. Full video explanation linked in bio under apology video. I'm truly apologetic. So these are the text messages that she said where she had made her moderators. I think she had two moderators. There's a Dana and I think Kiki. And then so she made them aware of this plan she had. And then her husband, of course, was aware. So the four of them were all aware of what was going to go down. So this was July 18th. The cussing out took place, I think maybe around the 20th or something like that. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22, around the 20th, I think the cussing out took place. So July 18th, 6:47 a.m. This is, I think the gray is her. Girl, I'm glad Kiki told me. Well, maybe this is somebody else. She might be green. Yeah, she's green. So this is probably Dana. Girl, I'm glad Kiki told me what's going on. If not, I would be over here crying. She says, LOL, was it believable? ? Let's give him something to talk about. Dana's like, girl, I'm like, now all you white girls can find his page. Let's see. Let's go to the next screen. The top. So thirsty for Brett, it's sick. Who out here thirsty for Brett like that? Girl, so that's what looks like Rose is saying, so thirsty for Brett that is sick. So that's what she came up with because they thirsty for her big old burly white man. So it looks like Dana's saying, girl, that's extra money. Take their money. Them hoes dying for Brett. How can you be so lustful over someone's husband? How can so many women be so hateful to another woman? It's disgusting and so disappointing. So then Rose says let me see. Is this Rose? They're really the mentally unstable ones. So she's saying the other people are the mentally unstable ones. She all good. Everybody else mentally unstable. I feel like I was taking this platform too seriously, thinking that I should share every part of my life. You still doing it with these people. but now I realize that it is just entertainment and that's what it should be. Then it's like Dana said, yes, a lot of people. So Dana's a moderator over there. That's her ride or die. Rose tell her to jump. Dana like, yo, how high, sis? How high? Dana's like, yes, a lot of people rather see drama than to see happy-ish. It's sad and disgusting how women really hate on each other. Girl, get that money from these dumb A stalkers. Half the white women want bread and half the black women want you to fail as a person because they are jealous. So then there was a question about somebody named Sunshine. They were asking, who's a woman named Sunshine? You might, this person, I guess Dana saying you might need to be careful of the person, of this woman named Sunshine that I see. I guess Sunshine comes in the chat sometimes. So Rose is like, I'm not cool with her. I'm not cool with her. So Dana's like, okay, good, because apparently she's the one who started all this in the first place. So Dana said, hey there, lovely lady. I hope you're doing well. We haven't spoken in a few days, but I wanted you to know that I talked to Dana. So this probably might be Kiki. Hey there, lovely lady. I hope you're doing well. We haven't spoken in a few days, but I wanted you to know that I talked to Dana today and told her about the planned divorce and how you said you were going to use the money to get your tits done. She said to tell you after it's all over to make a video and say that Brett saw your new tits and couldn't resist them, so he came back home. So then this is a police report. She talked about posting, a police, filing a police report. So this is a Honolulu police report. It says, as a resident, you have the ability to request your own entries that will be directed right to your law enforcement agency. Simply choose the selection below and fill out the form. So yes, she completed the form. Thank you for your entry. Citizen report request added successfully July 10th, 2024. So listen, she had buy-in from people who are arguably just as smart as her, who are like, yes, girl, that's the move right there. And this is where we are today. This is where we are today. Candy Nisha said it was real. Miss Veronica Fair said lies, 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 quality control. Listen, she made Tasha K. Meso says she wasn't trying to troll. She was trying to get her views up and it backfired. And her supporters knew she was a liar after all the mess. Candy Nisha says she said she was drunk. They always say he drunk. Drunk people speak a sober mind. So like I said, like the way she read him, like he even said he felt it. He said in that video we watched, he was like, listen, the way you was kind of going in, I was like, okay, you getting into it. Like he felt it. He felt it just like me, you, and everybody else in the world felt it. Everybody has reported on this. I think everybody has reported on this except for TMZ, child. Because really TMZ and Tasha K can easily report the same type of, information. TMZ is just still mainstream media. Tasha K is, the digital, media. So listen, she damn near made TMZ. Like she said, she knew this was this story had blew up when it went past YouTube, she said. So I don't know if she means, I think people are saying she's on the Reddit website or something like that. I've heard her mention that. I'm not familiar with that platform, but there might be some stuff over there about her or something about a video that's out. I don't know, but I'm not familiar with that platform. But sis said that she is beyond YouTube now. and she not really liking that part. Brett like, hey, it is what it is, because he's not really the one looking crazy on that kind of level. Really, it's her. Because even when Tasha K was doing a commentary, she really wasn't really going in on him. She was saying he needed to go and leave her and go on and move around and get him something else. Really, Tasha was looking at Rose side-eye, which is what most people are. Rena Blackside, I believe it was her way of hurting her husband, but she lied and didn't think the viewers would react negatively. I guess that's just the arrogance that she has about herself, to think that people are more loyal to her than him. So she can pretty much say anything and they're just going to run with whatever she says, opposed to whatever he has to say. And it backfired. And I think, and because Brett seemed like he sleep good at night. She was doing one live one day and he was just snoring and stuff. Like, he's not bothered by it because he sees that she made herself look crazy. And so it just really, to me, had him look better. Even though people like, okay, sir, you need a backbone. But at the end of the day, I think it's more people who feel for him than they feel for Rose. Veronica Fair says, I told you. She was like, yay, yay, chaps, better come on here so we can get these views up. See, Brett, bring your ass. Listen, because they said we got mouths to feed. We living in Hawaii. It's expensive. So we got to get these clicks and views up. And we got to bring the drama because people respond to the drama. They just do. Get the likes up. Miss Yvonne McGowan, thank you. Please get the likes up. Welcome. Please come on in here. Like, share, subscribe. Please get the likes up. Where are our likes? We're at 20 likes. We have 35, 32 people in. If we can get our likes up to 30, that would be great. Please. Thank you. Welcome to any new watchers, new subscribers. Welcome. Welcome to all returning. Vicky Kroger said, why make a video talking about her? It's so much to learn, Vicky, from making this video talking about her, because sometimes people can just get caught up in just what somebody present and just look at things from the surface and just leave it at that. And they see a family living in Hawaii, parading that things are one way, but in actuality, it's a different way. So people are running around trying to live a life to mimic the lives of someone they see when that ain't even a life they live. This is, people do it all the time in Hollywood. Rose is just on YouTube, so she's YouTube famous. But it's no different than, say, people covering celebrity stories like, say, a Kardashians. You got all kinds of any popular celebrity you can think of, Beyonce. People talk, and there's so many people who live vicariously through other people's lives, and they think that their lives are all perfect, and the things that they're presenting is truth, not fiction. And more often than not, it's fiction. It's not real. People don't understand it. It's not real, and they just start trying to mimic it. We're not doing that. We're exposing it. No, we're not mimicking no lies. What is the truth of your situation? Just be real. Just be honest. Living your truth, child. Thanks for joining. Welcome. Veronica said, hi, Yvonne McGowan. Vicky Kroger says, but there you are trying to eat off her sad. It's news. She's newsworthy. So here's the thing. When you put information, like I said, I compared it to covering any other celebrity content creator. Any news outlet that even covers other celebrities or anybody out there, they are making money off of it because you have a platform to talk about it. That's a part of media. So when you put yourself out on the internet, you open yourself up to become a part of media. That's how this thing works. Welcome, though. Please make sure you hit the like button, but welcome. The more, the merrier. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here, because it definitely helps with my views, the algorithm, all of that. So please stick around. I welcome all rosebuds. Stick around. We're friendly over here. Kick your heels up and enjoy. We be over here for a good minute, so just get comfy. Veronica Fair said, come on, Chic, make it make sense. I'm trying to make it make sense, but folks want to opt to live in Delulu. And just for you all that's not familiar with my channel, we don't live on Delulu Island. You got to go elsewhere for that. We're realists over here. We're about the truth over here. So we not with the mess. We report on the mess. We don't support the mess. Dolce Bonbon said, shoot, forget Rose and bread. I'm in love with the black view, with the back view. Yes, right before, thank you, girl. Right before I went, I said, let me try to find something else for the back. I had, blue on. So I said, we finna be in the city tonight. Thank you. Camille, welcome. Welcome. Did you all like the video? Please stop, take a break. Like the video, please. Thank you. Let me see. Genesis Rain said, is she a celebrity or just in interracial relationship content? I'm so confused why a regular woman getting so much hate. This is crazy. So many pages about her. And I'm like, but who is she? Why? So she's YouTube famous. So we live in times to where really the most now, arguably, a lot of the more talked about people are people who go viral from like social media, from the internet. So just like how Tasha K Tasha K is like YouTube famous. So when you're dealing with like content creation, the internet, she's known, but like mainstream media, she's not. So Rose is more in that category of like YouTube famous because she has 1 million plus followers. So that's why she's so popular. If you're someone who frequent YouTube a lot, you're going to see her content pop up a lot, because that's how I came to know who she was maybe about 6-7 months ago, is because she would do a lot of shorts and things like that, and it would just pop up and it's like, okay, who's this person? So that's how I came to know her. But she's very well known. So people I feel that don't really know her, they're not really ones who really hang out a lot on YouTube and watch content pertaining to like vlogs and things like that. So a lot of times what's going to come up in your recommendations is like what you watch. So if you're constantly watching like something completely unrelated that she doesn't do, she wouldn't even come up, in your recommendations. Like if you're somebody who's always only watch politics, that's going to be predominantly what's going to be in your recommendations. So you're not going to see no Queen of Kings content coming up in your content. But if you're somebody who watch maybe videos on travel, family travel, vacation spots, Rose content, Queen of Kings is going to come up. So yeah, a lot of people know her because she's coming up in the recommendations. Kara Taylor said, I feel bad for Brett on a daily. Today, as he was on the floor putting together beds for the kids, she was criticizing him and the tools he was using. I caught that. That's what I was talking about on that same live. That was a live where she was reminding him of the fight that he got in, where he knocked some guy out and the guy was bleeding. And she's like, babe, get the pictures. I want to show them the pictures. And he didn't want to do it. And she kept like pressuring him to get the pictures. And the people in her chat was like, Rose, like, girl, stop. Like, he don't want to get the pictures. He don't want to show all that. And finally, okay, it just took a long time for her to like realize like, okay, let me just leave it alone, because she just kept wanting to press, but she's so used to kind of putting everything out there that she can't help herself. The Peaceful Break Room said, this is ridiculous. Yes, to say the least, it is beyond ridiculous. The Peaceful Break Room says jealousy is not healthy. No, it's not healthy. It's never healthy, but listen, it is what it is. Over here, we're just reporting the foolishness and just talking about how the ways in which Rose has brought on a lot of these shenanigans on herself. And then it just seems like the circle of people that she have, or just, her virtual family, even like with her followers, it's like, okay, where's the voice of reason when you're coming up with these ideas to like put your family out there in a bad light? Why isn't someone saying, no, let's like take a different route? Like, it just doesn't make sense that your way to get people off your neck is to just put yourself out there in a bad light. Like, how do you come up with that? Like, how is that the best that you can come up with? Versus you just ignoring people or reporting the people's pages. If you're saying you're getting death threats, doing all that, none of that's popping up over here. I'm just giving commentary and giving my opinion because we all have one, just like the people in her chat have an opinion. I happen to have my own platform and I state my opinion. It's no different. People who are your supporters have an opinion too. It's just that their opinion lines up with yours. Other people can have a different opinion. Everyone has an opinion. So we can't get mad when someone wants to express their opinion and it's not the same opinion as yours. That is not life. That is not the real world. You're not going to find anywhere in life where that's how it works. Everyone has an opinion, and oftentimes the opinion's not going to like match. It is what it is. What they say, suck it up, buttercup. Rena Black says it's commentary, not jealousy, right? These are the delusional people who don't understand. These are the people that, it's a lot of people that just get so stuck and want to live vicariously through somebody to where they can do no wrong. And they're just so blinded by those things that they say or do, because it's like, well, I like this person. So because I like this person, I'm going to completely turn the blind eye to all of the foolishness that they do. That's not support. That's, what do you call that? That's crippling the person. That's not support. You're not helping the cause by supporting the foolishness. Just like when you're raising children, you can't support the madness that they do. You gotta correct them. You gotta call them on their stuff when they're in the wrong. It's no different. As I said, two things can be true at the same time. You can think Rose is beautiful. You can think she's smart. She's a businesswoman. But at the same time, you can think like, girl, she do be doing the most though. She do be doing the most. She do air out too much of her business. Like, you can still enabling. Yes. Like, you don't want it. What does that do? You do no good for a person who you enable. Like, it does nothing. They're not growing. And it seems like people who strongly support her, they just want to stand in that she can't do any wrong. But while we were on that page where we were looking at the post that she made, I'm going to share my screen again, because she also posted a legal document for the home that they have, like the paperwork. She's saying that that he contributed to what she said, the house that they have. Let's go back. Here it is. Okay, so she posted this about the purchase of their home because people question, because she put it out there, as though she said, she paid for it. She said she the one who came up with the down payment for their house. So now people are running around saying, hey, you bought your own house. He didn't buy you a house, whatever. So she's now wanting to try to clean that up. So this is something that she posted. Again, this is on their community page, and we'll read this. She posted this 2 days ago. She says, I get it, you guys, because I said it. Right, Rosebud. It's like, you can't skirt over the part of what she said. I get it, you guys, because I said it, but I was drinking a little bit and in an argument with my husband. Please don't take this and run. Let's knock it off with your husband's broke. I personally would not be with a broke man. If we know anything about the home buying process, then we know that the underwriter does not play about thoroughly making sure that a person has on proper X amount of money, that the person has proper X amount of money. This is why my husband is on the home loan for our $500,000 house. Within that process, you have to show money, bank statements, and 2 years of income on paper. My husband purchased us a home and put me on the title of the home. He also pays for insurance for my children and I, retirement plan, life insurance, etc. My husband is 6'5" and makes 6 figures. Let's not take a woman arguing with her man while drinking and emotional and run with it. I also was never talking to you guys in that video. I was clearly talking to my husband the whole time. So before you come out with the so you were lying, I was trying to piss my husband off, period. So here she says she's trying to make him mad by calling him broke. So this is, I guess, the mortgage document, and we do see his name, Miller B. So for Brett Miller on the mortgage document. So in the argument, when she was arguing with him, she didn't say she bought the house. She said, I put the down payment on the house. So yes, he could be on the paperwork and all of that, but you can get the down payment money from anybody. Like, if you've ever bought a house before, like, somebody can gift you money for your down payment. They can just, write a letter stating, hey, I gave this money for this reason. Like, that's a whole thing. So yes, he is the one who qualified for the home loan, but for the down payment, which is typically, it's going to be minimum 3% and above, depending on the type of home loan you're getting, it's going to be a good amount of money that you're coming up with. And of course, the bigger the price tag of the house, the bigger the down payment, because 3% on $400,000 is going to be more than the 3% on $200,000. So she just said, hey, I am the one who came up with the down payment for the house. That's what she said in the argument. So these documents that she's showing, okay, but you just said you had came up with the down payment on the house. Just like she's saying, okay, he got her the car, but she was saying she was mad. She said in a live, she just got upset because for 1 month of the payments, she ended up having to make the payment. She said she had to make the payment. So my thing is, with them both being husband and wife, and anyone who's married who understand how it works, what's mine is yours, what's yours is mine. Why is it there this mindset of the monies that come in? How do you separate it? Because if you all both work this, this is a family business. The Queen of Kings, that's a family business. It's a family YouTube account. Even though she started the account before they got married, they both put content, contribute to putting content up there. Like, especially like we see Brett damn near just as much as we'll see Rose. Like we see Brett a lot. I feel like we see Brett even more these days, but especially when she was doing those shorts and things like that. So monies that's coming in, he's contributing to that too. He's contributing to that. But it just seems like in Rose's mind, in her household, like she's separating things. She's like, okay, this over here is yours. This that came from the security, that's yours. And this over here is mine. But I don't know. So it just depends on how you roll, how you guys slice it and dice it within your relationship. If you kind of have things separate, if you have separate bank accounts. But Rose is saying, hey, lies. My husband, he's 6'5", and he makes six figures. So what the 666, I guess she's trying to say he got the sixes. There's this thing going around which you want your man to have all the sixes. So Rose is covering at least two of the sixes that she's saying Brett has. So my question to you is, do you believe that it was all made up? All this, everything that she's saying everything was lies. She made it up to get the trolls off of her. Or do you think that maybe the we're separating video was made up, but the fight was like, where does the line draw? Was there some truth in any of this? Because she said a lot, and then he said in the video, like she started going in like a lot to where he's like, wait a damn minute. Like he was feeling some of that. So it's like, okay, was she initially had a mindset of being in character, but some truth kind of started to, spill over, because she was like in her emotions, like, well, damn, since I got the excuse and I got the past to kind of air it out, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just air it out and really say how I feel. And she just went ham with it. Like she went ham and just let it know, like, let it be known, like how she really feel. And now she's having to try to convince people like, no, that's not really how I feel. I was just drunk. Or now the new thing is, oh, I wanted to get the trolls off my back. Yeah, it's a lot. I know it's a lot, but she's like, listen, you guys got to believe me. I'm curious to see if other content creators is going to run with her coming out, and saying, hey, I made it up. If they're going to cover it, do they believe that it was a lie, or are they like, nah? Because she said some people have told her they felt like she created those text messages, and she was like, I don't even know how to do all that. But so there are some people who still are like, no, it was true, you're lying, you went out. Because I know they have, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to go down the path of saying of her making it up for her reason of just getting I'm going to go down the limb. I'm going to go with, she did come up with it as a way to get people off of her, but it just was not a smart move. I'm going to go with that. But I'm also go with, while she was snapping on him, she was saying some things that she really felt in that moment as well. Even though it's just like, okay, I'm only putting this out here because we trolling, but I really do I really do feel this way about you. So I'm going to take the opportunity and just say some things, because right now I can. And Brett felt that. He's like, wait a minute, like, okay, you started saying a bit too much here. So yeah. And I'm going to jump over. So I said earlier that she did a live, and I'll jump over to that, where she was talking about, him getting into a fight and knocking somebody out in the bleeding. And she just wasn't reading the room. And even her own fan base were like, Rose, come on, you're doing too much. Like she can't help herself. She can't help herself. So we're going to hop over there. Please like, share the stream, and let me jump over there to this live. Fair use. So this is, we've hopped over to Rose's live from earlier today, where she's talking to the Rosebuds and kind of.
I don't know what the heck is going on. You know why that live froze on me? Okay, I'm not frozen this time. Huh? This is so hard.
These holes are ladders. Inside.
You're using the wrong one. Just get the other one. That one.
Do you all think that they're putting these beds up? Because it looks like, I don't know if he's putting up some bunk beds, because people started talking a lot about the living situation. And someone has said they seen some view or something where Rose and Brett were sleeping on an air mattress, but two of the kids, I think the two older kids, were sleeping on the floor. So now it's like, I'm wondering if now they're trying to kind of, with getting some actual beds for the kids, because people have been talking about the conditions that, the kids been living in as far as with how they've been sleeping, because it looks like Brett's putting together a bed, and it looks like it's probably a bunk bed. So just want to kind of throw that out there.
It's not backwards.
It doesn't look
They're eating styrofoam. What the? What?
Anyway, what did you say there?
Hey, Mindy Bendy. Now that she called herself dragging you, I swear on my kids, I have not seen the Tasha K girls video at all whatsoever. I know of it, but I have not seen the video. I actually don't care to see the video either.
Why do you need a filtered perspective of what happened?
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah. It started with the one girl. Why is it? And all these women's name is Tasha. Remember? Why are all these women's names Tasha? Like the one Tasha.
Do you all believe that she did not watch the commentary that Tasha K did on her? Because she referenced in her letter that she heard that she made Tasha's K website, YouTube channel. So that prompted her to come out and do, her apology video. But to me, does it make sense that she did not, because this is somebody whose channel is bigger than hers. So does it make sense that she didn't tune in to hear what this person had to say? Like, I don't know if I believe that, because remember, a lot of you didn't even believe when she said she didn't know who Tasha K was. So if this is a big, huge person, what are the chances? Do you think she really didn't, click on to see, okay, what does this person has to say about me? Just food for thought.
Okay. Yeah, it's all the ratchet hoes named Tasha. Oh, instead of Karens, call them Tashas.
Karens are people that are comparing them to see manager.
Ratchet hoes.
Well, talk shit.
Yeah.
And try to talk shit some other shit.
Yeah. Oh, I get it.
There used to be a name for those certain type of people.
I get it.
Already happening.
Yeah.
That's always.
So the Karens are the, can I speak to the manager? And the Tashas are the cup chasers.
And Tasha's like, you shouldn't be doing this online.
Yeah.
And
I get it.
ratchet judgment.
I get it. I get it.
It's weird, huh?
I get it. I get it. Ooh. Okay, of course, so mom said, ooh, I like that. Mindy's laughing. Yes, this baby is a boy named River. Okay, so these kids, that book that has too many pieces because it's 3. It's this is a full size, And then there's two twin sides to fit all the boys in this one room because we only have a 2-bedroom here in Hawaii. So y'all don't want to see my room. Let me see. Oh, half the people making videos is probably on section 8, they said. But this is my room, guys. It looks a wreck. Because the kids are in here. Honestly, low-key. No, low-key, I'm low-key thinking about putting their room in their bed here. Like, why do you need like such a big room?
You like this bathroom better?
Because it has a bathroom. You know, I actually prefer tubs, to be honest.
Like that bathroom better overall?
You know, I like our bathroom better, but no.
Well, I can't do that.
I'm like, what does she mean? This man is in the middle of making these beds. And she's talking about, I want to move the bed. Rose is a trip. He like, but I can't move it now. Oh,
Brett said he can't move it now. It's too late. Because look, you guys, this bed, it's not even against the wall yet. It's going to be against the wall. It's going to come out to at least like, it's going to come out a bit because it's a twin. I mean, it's a full over twin. It's a full over twin. So like this is where the bed is. I have a dresser right here with the TV on top of it. And then this is how the closets are in Hawaii. I feel like it's a waste of space because they like put it out. They put it in. But yeah. Not that it matters either to the people that don't care, but for the people that do care. I heard some people asking how much the average rent is. I think for a 1-bedroom, it's like $3,000. You said for? Yeah, a 1-bedroom on average is about $3,000. I've seen someone say, oh yeah, like 300 square feet for a someone in like Waianae or something.
Well, one thing we've cleared up, it is a 2-bedroom apartment they live in. So that's been something that people have questioned as far as how big their apartment is, if it was a 1-bedroom. So she's shown there's 2 rooms. So we see that the apartment, there's 2 bedrooms. I didn't want to believe it was 1 bedroom and the kids were sleeping in the closet that people was putting out there. But now we see there are actually 2 bedrooms.
Yeah, no, not people. Not places people will want to live. Yeah. But like, so we pay for our 2-bedroom $4,200, and then plus $200 for parking, so $4,400. And utilities are quite high from what we hear. We haven't had a utility bill yet because we just moved here. But so this is my bedroom, and this is the kids' bedroom. And then this is my living room. And this is my kitchen. But you guys know it has like, and then the boys have a bathroom right here. And then I have a bathroom in there. My bathroom is cute. But I low-key, guys, feel like the boys, okay, it's a mess right now, so whatever. But I low-key feel like the boys' beds should be in my room. What do y'all think? Because I really don't need a big room. There's no point in me having a big, I guess, because we share a room with River, so that he could crawl around. Yeah. Their bedroom is really just to sleep. Yeah. Oh, the Jamaican hippie said he started already. Let it stay. Nope. Sister Celine said, nope, keep the bed in there.
Yeah, you don't want to give the master to the kids.
Okay.
I don't think you do.
Okay.
I don't think we're going to be living room crashing as much as we used to. Rose tends to just buy a couch and spend all her time in the living room.
Mount them a TV and leave the bed. So they have like a little, because this closet like pushes out. I don't know if you guys could tell. So it's a little space. So I have the dresser come in already. And the dresser is like not going to be a problem. And then the TV's going to sit on the dresser. So their room's going to be done. What the? What? Hey. Hey. You cute baby. Hurry up, man. Yeah, you're leaving it. You can always change things later when River starts sleeping with the other boys. I'm gonna be honest, my kids usually sleep with us for at minimum 2 years. I mean, Raiden is 8 years old and he just barely stopped. To be honest, he still hasn't stopped. In the middle of the night, he sneaks in our bedroom. And Race just turned 4 and he very much, actually, he does not sleep alone, but he's gonna learn today. He's gonna learn in this place to sleep alone.
He'll sleep in the same room with his brother.
He just started, like 6 months, right? Max, barely.
Since he's been 3 something.
Yeah. So our kids sleep at minimum 6 till 2.
They love their mommy.
They let amen.
They actually take my space. I go to the bathroom, all of a sudden, feed them, wake up, and then.
Thank you, Sherry Lopez. Rose, you show us your life and express how you feel. I am appreciative of your channel. Most channels do not give truth like you. I appreciate it. Girl, y'all too freaky to let them stay in.
Do we call that a truth channel? She said she was reading the comments where somebody was like, we love your channel because people don't tell the truth like you do. That child. He said that fight was real. Her people over there in the comments like, listen, Rose, you are a whole truth teller out here. People don't tell the truth like you do. We are appreciative. We thank you. You know, because every now and then, I'll see your live and I'll just tune in just to kind of just to get an idea where her mental space is. And it's usually, I'll end up, chiming in at a time that just makes it wasn't anything that I heard before. It looks like this live was like 2 hours. So they haven't even gotten to a part where, she was talking about him beating somebody up and making bleed, and she was wanting him to show pictures. So I just want you guys to kind of hear what she says, what people in her comments say, because what they say, like minds, people are attracted to like minds. And I think a lot of people think like her. They think, these people are like, what do you mean? But we're not like-minded people. You find your tribe. So you're going to go where people, have a similar kind of thought process and a rationale. And it looks like, Rose has a lot of followers who, think it can rationalize her thoughts in this video. It's Queen of Kings live, fair use.
And y'all run. I wish that we could be freaky out that we could be. Oh, babe. They really do prevent the freaking. They really do prevent. But babe, that place is too expensive. Well, like for
That
me,
place is too expensive.
I feel like it's worth it.
Well, like
for me,
right on the
I feel like
beach.
it's worth it though because
right on the beach.
pretty safe. Like there's like cameras everywhere. Every
It's
entrance,
a lot to get into the
everywhere.
building.
It's a lot to get into. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's like you're paying for the quality of life. You literally walk to the beach and so.
Yeah, I think
It's very convenient. It's very convenient. It has like a lot of they deliver your groceries. As part of the apartment. It's the convenience of it. Wow. Wow.
Except you do have to pay extra.
Except you do have to pay
You know
extra
when I was
for
walking
everything.
with the surfboard?
You know when I was walking with the
He was
surfboard,
like,
baby,
I forgot that
he
she
was
said
like,
this.
I forgot that she said this.
But he stopped me and was like,
But he stopped me and was like, surfboards are not allowed in the
you have to
building.
put it in.
You have to put it in your surfboard storage room.
Like you gotta pay. It's like you gotta pay $20 a month.
$20 a month per surfboard.
That's crazy. So you can't even keep a surfboard in your home, own, like within your residence. Like, what kind of hazard? Like, what? What are you doing? Like, what kind of hazard is it to have a surfboard inside of your apartment? So they're like, oh, well, you can't take that in your apartment. You have to have a storage and then pay $20 a month per surfboard. Like, that's crazy. And then somebody signing up to say, yes, I want to go live in Hawaii. I don't understand. I don't understand. Chick Life says when she says something about him jumping up to hit R and drop the baby, you can hear one of the kids say, that didn't happen. I don't know. It's all weird. They said that didn't happen. No, I don't remember. Yeah, hearing the kids talking to background. It was a lot going on in that video, so I probably have to kind of replay it again. But I don't remember hearing, the babies, talking, in the background, speaking to anything they heard their mama saying. Oh, they are definitely a reality show.
Yeah,
Or is
so
it downstairs?
it's downstairs. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But, I mean, that's fine. Just make sure we use it. Now we're paying the deficit for it.
Yeah. Well, no, you should have seen Ross yesterday. A coach gave him free lessons. It was really awesome. It was so awesome because the coach just seen Ross out there and he said he felt like he was kind of having a hard time of it. And so he just literally coached him. Ross was riding smooth, like really good.
Hey, Garrett, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know what phone is. My
Garrett,
phone
you're
just
still on the
came
phone?
No.
Oh,
What did you say, Garrett?
the baby is hungry. It's only 6:53. Baby gotta wait a little bit. It's 6:53 a.m.
All right, I'm good. I don't know what the phone decided to answer phone.
Our Airbnb, someone just said, how's your Airbnb going? Lola Fairchild, I'm sorry that you feel that way. I'm genuinely apologetic. But babe.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? The Airbnb, I'm just saying this because someone just asked about it. Remember how we thought that July was gonna be so bad? We made more money than since we started. Did you know that?
In July?
In July.
Yes, because we left the price high and we didn't try to.
Yeah, exactly. So we gotta keep those weekends high. Yeah.
We could change it.
So we're just fucking ourselves, but yeah,
Well.
it's nice to know though.
Is it June you were trying to say the name of it? June?
A couple months, May and June, because July, we were doing solo, like $150 a night. But July we made, I'll look, it tells you how much money each month. In July, made the most freaking money.
So what?
The most money since we started, since February.
Here we go.
Crazy, right? So we know for sure the winter months we can. Why do mothers cry about how stressed they are and they're the ones making it hard on themselves? 2 kids on the titty and then walk around holding the baby all day.
Why do you have an opinion?
Well, because the baby, when you're a mom, like
It's a boy or a girl?
you have, I don't know, but
It's like
the
a
baby,
thing.
you have.
I thought they're period all the time. And not have a clue what you're talking about.
That's a good example. But when you're a mom, sometimes you get mom guilt. So I was doing a really great job at not picking him up, and I was so proud of myself. I was like, oh my gosh, I finally have a baby that I don't have to like carry, that I could sit down and I could mind my business. And then he started teething. So he started crying because he was teething. And then when the thing with teething, you're not eating that, are you? The thing with teething, it goes on for quite some time, and they cry because they're in pain, and they can't talk. So now that you know they're teething, you don't know if they're crying because they're in pain or if they're crying because they just want to be picked up. So then I kept holding him to comfort him because obviously I don't know if he's in pain or he just wants to be picked up. So yes, now my back is hurt and I can't put him down and it does suck, but it's like, you know, a part of it. Denise said, you need mortgage, not rent. At least you're working to pay something off. So actually we have a mortgage. We own a house and we Airbnb it. So our house is paying for our house is paying for our mortgage as well as half of our rent here.
Essence, girl. Essence.
Yeah.
I'm going near you.
Huh?
I'm going near you.
Mommy.
Good.
Huh?
Okay.
Check.
I have to rotate that.
Chick Life said, and you have noticed that the other kids are hardly on the camera anymore. I don't think they like it anymore. They seem sad. Yeah, I've taken notice that the energy of the other boys, it's different than what it was before, say earlier on when they moved to Hawaii, and definitely from when they were in Arizona. I just think, the kids, they can feel when things, seem a little off. And I just think they're getting older and they're just starting to pay attention to more things. They're more, I think they just more aware of things, like when something just don't seem right or seem real, and then maybe having to be, being told to maybe act or betray themselves as one way versus another. And they're getting older and they're just like, well, why do we got to say that? Why do we got to do that? I just think that they just want to be normal kids. So, which is understandable. Karen Jones said, I've just joined. I did see the video. Others have said that the fight was real. And yes, now trying to clean it up. Karen, the fight seemed real to me. Like, it just, she laid into him. So she's saying now, like, oh, this is just to get the trolls off me. But I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Now, as far as the separation video, okay, you could have, wasn't really a whole lot of emotion that went into when they were talking about, that's the video I'm referring to that's called We Separated. So as they were talking, no, it wasn't like a lot of emotion or nothing kind of going on in that video. So, okay, I can see, that being the video that you're saying, okay, we stage. But that fight that they had, I don't know, it just was a lot of emotion in it as she was like talking to him. And I don't know, I'm just kind of on the fence of that. Or let's just say if they did plan to have an argument, there was I think it was just some real moments in that argument that was supposed to be staged to where she started just airing out some stuffs because he's like, hey, you started really going in a little hard, Rose, when we was, when you had that argument, when we had that argument and it was supposed to be staged. So I don't know. It's just all just crazy to me. It just doesn't make sense that was the best they can come up with to, get the trolls to back off of them. It just logically, it doesn't make sense to me. So I just haven't been able to wrap my mind around that one for it to just make any sense for that to have worked to get people to, I guess, I don't know if she thought they'd leave her alone. The trolls would leave her alone after that. I don't know what she thought the end game would be. I never really heard her really say what she thought the end game would be. I just understand what she said her reasoning was, but I don't know how she thought it was going to play out in the end. I don't know.
What do you have to rotate? The holding?
Those bars, because they need they're very specific to what they need to be doing. So I gotta figure out how that's gonna happen.
Is it just for the ladder? Because
No, it's the whole bed.
Hey, sweet tea, we love you too.
This needs to be able to face this. Let's stick in this stick. Let's let's do this. Just get it done.
I hate seeing you two argue on live. Yeah, it genuinely, I'm kind of tired of talking about it, but genuinely was supposed to,
You don't do it.
Brett gotta take the whole bed down, basically. That's why you should read instructions, babe. This is ridiculous. 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 But anyways, oh yeah, so it was really supposed to be targeted at those women because we knew, and like I told Dana in the message, that let's give them something to talk about, because I knew, that's why I didn't post it on my channel. We got on for a short period of time, argued, because we know they have their post notifications on and they be awake at like 1 o'clock in the morning. That's why we got on at like 1 o'clock in the morning. They'd be awake on their doing live videos for 3 hours about us. So we got on live and did the little argument or whatever and did not post it because it wasn't supposed to reach our subscribers. It was just supposed to be for these weird trolls that were monetizing off of us so that we could sit back and laugh at them thinking that we were separated. But of course the bitches took a whole screen recording and like just, that really escalated like craze, like way more than we thought that it would.
Why wouldn't they have taken, a screen recording? And then how is it possible you can post content and it not reach your subscribers when your subscribers is on the same internet that the trolls are on? Y'all, I'm just trying to do the math over here. That's all. I'm just trying to do the math. I'm just trying to do the math. Shikla said they didn't talk about this before he started building. Exactly. I think Rose, this is just the control of her. I think that, he made a logical decision. He made a decision, because it seemed like he's building this bed in the room that was identified, that was supposed to be the kid's room. So he started building the beds in the room. So then now she's just, with that never satisfied. It's like, well, I don't think it should be here. It's like, what? I don't know. To me, it's just another example of just her needing to just say something and run something and control something. You see, she's trying to control, tell him what to do with building the bed. And he's like, listen, you worry about that live over there. He just be so over her. You just worry about it. She's just trying to tune him out or whatever. But she just has to have her hands in everything and try to control everything. And here's the thing. You can't always control things, just like when it came to these trolls. Rose had this idea, hey, she says they wanted to have this argument in the wee hours of the moment to control whatever dealing with the trolls. That's not how this works. You can't control people. You can't control how they're going to act or react. You can't really predict, like you can't. At the end of the day, all we can do is control ourselves. Rose's best bet would have been to just continue just to ignore them. Like don't read the comments, just ignore them. But she couldn't do that. So she tried to control the situation and it backfired. So I hope the lesson that she's learned from this is that she can't control anyone other than herself. And at best, she can just try to control what's taking place in her household with her children and however the dynamics are between her and her husband. But outside of the household, baby, you can't control anything. You can't. Like, it was an epic fail as we've seen her try to control other people. You can't control other pages. When you put content out on the internet, you leave yourself wide open for people to do reviews, because that is a whole thing, like what we do, a reaction channel. Like you leave yourself open for people to react on what it is that you're putting out there on the internet. You can't get upset when people do that, because that's what happens on the internet. It happens. It's another form of media. It happens when it gets put out there in the internet, it gets reported on, regardless of who you are. Celebrities don't like paparazzi's men in their face. Like, it is a whole thing. So we got to get past the part of, oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. Why is it like, it is what it is. Like, get off the internet. Stop putting your business out there, and then, it's poof, be gone. But as long as you're doing stuff like this and you're on the internet and talking about your business and have the camera on in front of you, it's content for people like myself and other people to talk about. Now, it's just a matter of, like, some people are going to be nicer than others as they talk about you. Like I said, I believe I'm one of the nicer content creators who's covering her channel, because I don't just degrade her over here. I give my opinion, but I'm not over here disrespecting her. So when it comes to just putting yourself out there, that's the best that you can be appreciative of, is just how someone's going about covering you versus someone just blatantly disrespecting you, because people could be doing that. I could easily be doing that, but that's not in my nature. Karen Jones says, so what do you say to CPS that people may call on me and I didn't do any of it? In my wildest imagination, I can't see that happening. No, I don't understand. Like, a lot of people don't understand, but Rose just lives in this fairy tale land of, all things need to operate in a manner which I feel like they should. And if they don't operate that way, then Houston, we have a problem. So until she understand that ain't how life works, it's gonna be tough for her. It's gonna be tough. Hopefully, while she's in counseling, she'll learn that lesson about life and how life works, because it seems like she don't really understand still.
Trolling the trolls. People are going live, they said. I mean, these people are going live for 3 hours a night, every night, about us, purely about us.
What are those like going on?
Huh?
Like her whole
There's reaction page. There's reaction. A reaction page is a reaction page. Like, oh my God, can y'all believe she did this?
These other ones.
Those are reaction pages.
But like
the
Tasha girl,
the Tasha girl, the other Tasha girl, the other
Tasha
girl that started this, the Tasha mom.
Look at this little BLS.
Her son is race the rapist. My son is 3 years talking about race the rapist. Her son is a rapist. We need to call CPS on this hoe. We need to figure out what island she on. I think she in Oahu.
And as I say, that's not the energy we have over here. That is wrong, but it's the negative parts of the internet. So I think the best that she should have done was just ignore people like that. But that's all you can do when people, just from me covering the content of this channel, I get people in my comments, and you may see them in the chat more often than not. I'll address them, but when they comment on the video after it's posted, typically I don't respond to those videos, because I understand these are strong supporters of her, and that's fine. But it's my opinions, and I have the abilities and the freedom to express my opinions over here on my channel. I don't go over to her channel. I've never gone over to her channel and made any comments, troll. Like, I may tune in and listen in the background, but I don't go onto other people's channels and write negative comments. I don't do that. It's just not what I do. Here on my channel, I give my opinion, and even that's kind of, it's not harsh, but I don't say go to her channel and be disrespectful. So I think that Rose has to understand that you're going to have people who love you and support you and who are here for what you do. And then you're going to have people who aren't. And that's just the way it is. Like, it's nothing you can do about that. You're not going to always have the support of everyone. Black Gal says she knows how to get that bag. She does. She understands. It's like she wants the financial gains from being on the internet and having the 1 million+ followers, but she don't want the other parts of it, the negative part. But like I said, hell, I compare her to like a celebrity in Hollywood. They don't want it either. It's just the way it is. What they say, you take the good with the bad, and you just see which one outweighs the other. If the good outweighs the bad, then you suck it up. You just deal with it. You say, okay, that's the part over there, the paparazzi, the media, the tabloids. I don't like that part of fame, but I do like the part of meeting people, shaking hands, writing autographs, making the money, been able to be invited to different places. So just with everything, you're going to have your pros and cons, and it is what it is. You can't spend your life worried about those cons that you can't control. Like you can't. You just gotta. This is your life now. It is what it is. The best she can do to get away from any of this is just to get off the internet. That will literally fix it overnight. If Rose decided today to get off the internet, I would say in at least probably less than 6 months' time, people would not be talking about her in this way. It would be very few, because she would have removed herself from the internet, out of sight, out of mind. So it's not that deep. It's very simple to understand. So hopefully she show up to these therapist appointments that she says she go to once a week. But I can't imagine a therapist not comprehending what I'm saying and not speaking like this when they learn that she has her life on the internet. They're like, ma'am, like, you're gonna have to learn to cope because you're choosing to be on the internet. Like, that is going to be something that's going to come up in the session. It's like, okay, why are you on the internet? Let's talk about that. Let's explore that. Why are you on the internet? Black Gal says it's publicity. Drama keeps you relevant. It does. It is what it is. Negativity sells. Drama. It's all about the drama. Reality TV, everything is about the drama. She knows it. But she want to live in the victim. She want to just be the victim, so therefore she'll have more people kind of have, I guess, the sympathy and rally around her or whatever. But I feel like she can have strong supports and things like that without sitting in this mode, being a victim, because her followers, the Rosebud, see these channels. I'm aware of are you aware of this Tasha person channel that she's talking about? I've seen that channel because the lady calls her Lil Bill. Because ever since she cut her hair, she says she looks like Lil Bill. So her thumbnails always got Lil Bill in it. And I've listened to like some of, before she had went off on Brett, and just scrolling came across the lady Tasha's channel. And I clicked, to see, okay, what is she talking about? Because I wasn't following the Queen of Kings channel, their actual channel. So I wanted to see what she was talking about as far as like what was popping off over there that, this Tasha person didn't find to be favorable. So I'm very familiar with that channel, but it's one of many channels. It's one of many channels that talk about Queen of Kings. And unfortunately, that's the one that really go hard on her. We don't go hard on her over here. And a lot of times people just get in the comments and things because they just assume, because there's all these pages, that people are just going hard on her like that. But that's not the case. If they really listen to the content, they'll see that it's not that type of channel. It's not that type of reaction channel. Then I do have other things that I post on here. I have like all kinds of content on this channel. So I just wanted to just add that. Black Gal said, and she knows she's a content creator. She understands. It's just her wanting to just be the victim. Sometimes some people choose to just kind of live in that victimhood because they just want people to surround them and makes them feel protected and things. And I think this is part of just some of that trauma, that childhood trauma stuff that Rose is dealing with sitting in that, having this victimist mindset, because it's just like, I want people to see me and to support me and rally behind me, because when she was younger, that's not what she felt like she got from people, in particular her family. She's talked about that. So I think now, fast forward as her being a grown ass woman, she's still looking for people to rally around her and to support her, just as she did when she was a young girl, a kid, a teenager. She's still looking for that. And that is something that she can work through in counseling. But it's like, do you all really believe she's showing up to counseling sessions? Because in the video she did with her husband, he said, yeah, we're going to try to get her counseling. And she was like, I already go to counseling. I go once a week. And why wouldn't he know that? You don't mess up on something like that. Because I would imagine, after a session, you're going to talk about how it went with your partner. Like, so he let the cat out the hat, like out the bag, that she's not going to counseling because he didn't know about it. And I guess he forgot that he was supposed to acknowledge that she's in counseling. So he messed up there. So who knows what she said after the camera went off to him. You know, this is why I be snapping on you. Yeah, they're in Hawaii. She's like, probably like, this is exactly why I be snapping on you. I told you I was in counseling. We was about to get on this video and say I've been in counseling and I'm getting healing. And you gonna say, yeah, we're gonna get her some counseling. Just blew the whole spot up again. This is that stuff Rose be talking about. This is what she be talking about. Black girl says, I guess online or on the phone. Like Rose, yeah, Rose can't help herself. So let's get back into the video. See what she's talking about now.
We need to find her baby daddy. Like exposing the baby daddy and the name. We need to call CPS. I'm seeing people in her comments. Oh, we all called CPS all on her already. Everyone else calls it, like just dumb shit. Like that is not a reaction page. That was pure hate, pure envy, pure just evil, and just like you would genuinely think that she knew me. Like you would genuinely think she knew me and like had beef, like I stole her man. I keep saying that. You would think I stole her man or something. How she's going in, like cussing, yelling, fighting. And then when I finally, because they were on a page, they were doing this for a month before I ever got on their page. I finally got on their page because these women all have issues. Like the Tasha girl, she had that was talking about me being an unfit mother and sending CPS on me. She had what is it called, a GoFundMe up last year because her and her children were sleeping in the car. And then the other girl that was on her panel had an issue where her child ended up wrapping, and it's terrible for the child, but her child ended up wrapping herself up in blinds. And then the mother, which is the woman that was on the panel, went up and to the police and claimed insanity. So I got on her panel and said, hey, didn't this happen to your child? And didn't this happen to you? But you're calling me insane. You're talking about mental health issues, but you went and claimed insanity after, what happened with your baby. And then oh my gosh, I can't believe Rose said this about someone's baby. What the heck? You guys are literally provoking. Like, what are you talking about? When I finally defend myself and get up and, oh my God, you guys, you see what Rose said? Like, no, that's big time gaslighting, big time, like, crazy. Yes, you're right. The baby do need diaper change because it's now 7:02.
I was wondering if anybody was going to notice that the damn baby diaper look like it's so heavy it's about to fall off. So she finally said, I guess somebody in the comment like, ma'am, are we going to change his diaper? But yeah, Rose, I mean, these people, I don't think it's fair for people to have these pages and just be extreme like how they've been out there towards her. And yes, she does have the right to speak her piece, again, have her opinion and say what she said to them. Like, everybody is entitled to their opinion. Some people be outright lying, but at the end of the day, it's freedom of speech. Everybody has a right to their opinion. Now, if you feel like you're being harassed and people are slandering you and spreading lies, yeah, that's a whole nother story. Like, take whatever legal action you need to take, but you don't meet it with lies. Like, how do you meet lies with lies? Like, that just doesn't make sense. And that's what she tried to do. She tried to meet quote unquote lies with, to me, bigger lies. And really it just blew up in her face, not the troll's face, because now it just now to me just gave more to talk about, to show like clearly she's not stable mentally, because the fact that she thought that coming up with this was going to get people to back off of her, like, it just makes no sense. And it doesn't. I can't understand it, and looks like many of you can't. But listen, let's continue to watch this video to see if anything else makes sense in here.
We just woke up. It's hurricane season here, guys, and it looks crazy. It's been raining and it's been fugly. It's been raining and it's been fugly.
Is your baby allergic to clothes? Is that a problem with you? Is that a problem with you? My baby is allergic.
My baby is allergic. He likes to be cool. He likes to be cool. Hey, my baby likes to be cool.
No, honestly, most of my babies. No, honestly, most of my babies walk around. They walk around. I don't just see a reason to have a baby. We don't live in a cold place. I don't see a reason to have a baby.
Clothes all day.
In my house, especially.
I just thought about it. I guess we don't be seeing that baby in no clothes. So they said the baby allergic to clothes because you just gonna see. I think one time I seen him in some clothes and it kind of stood out to me. I'm like, oh, he looks different, but I guess it's because he had some clothes on. But that's wild. She was like, well, why does he need clothes? Okay.
And every time he eats, he's gonna get them dirty. There's no reason. Say I'm teething, I'm in drool over myself, I'm gonna have a poop explosion, I'm gonna have to change 7 pants per day, I'm gonna eat like multiple times a day, it's gonna spill all over my shirt, my mommy's gonna have to keep changing my shirt and changing my shirt and changing my shirt. What's the point of that? Say, Mom, you don't understand the point of that. If you understand the point of it, that's good for you and your baby. Yeah, good for you and your baby.
Auspicious goddess that. That's real mommyhood, exactly. Just excuses to be lazy. Sillies.
I don't have to have an excuse for why I don't put clothes on my baby. It's my baby. It's my baby. I don't have to have an excuse. I just do what I want to do or don't do it if I don't want to do it.
Okay, let me change your diaper. It's a boy. The baby is a boy. It's a precious boy. Hi, little pop said, can you greet me? See, look, you see his thumb in his mouth? So I never know. I'll never know if he's teething and he's hurting and he's in pain because we don't give our babies medicine. We give them like teething toys and we give them comfort. But if like someone broke their leg or something and they needed pain medicine, we would believe in medicine for that. But we don't use Mucinex. We don't give our kids. If I have like an excruciating, it's very, very, very like unlikely that I will use medicine for a headache, but sometimes if I have an excruciating headache, I'll take an ibuprofen. I love you, Julie. We are not big vaccinators at all whatsoever. River is unvaccinated. He's been to all of his doctor's appointments, but he's not vaccinated because we don't. Huh? That's okay. Our doctor said it's okay. They can have their opinions, but okay, babe, tell me not to tell you that because then we're gonna have more haters than their baby. They don't even vaccinate their baby.
I guess it's too late. You know, Rose just be talking. She tell all the tea. She tell all the tea. Like, don't be telling them that, like, shit. It's too late now. Rose and already put it out there. So now the world gonna know the baby not vaccinated.
Stop it. baby's name is Photograph.
Hey, Dad, let me keep this.
I don't know why Dad always gives you that type of stuff. You babe, look, but there's some positive though. Like my baby is unvaxxed. Good job on not vaxxing. I respect that. Huh? Of course, the ghetto girls are not going to understand and they're going to have their opinions, but that's on them. I'm not talking about people that just don't agree. I'm talking about the Tasha. I love you too. What, baby? What? No, I do not homeschool. The ghetto girls. I'm talking about some woman named Tasha, that are gonna get on here as soon as they see me say vaccinate my kids. They gonna vaccinate my kids. They gonna get on 3 hour live. CPS. Call CPS. Vaccinate our kids. Doesn't vaccinate our kids. They watch my live while they're on live. Not black girls ghetto. Calling black girls ghetto. Calling the black girls that are ghetto. Yes.
Rose does everything on live. Like everything is on live. That's why she does, her life is on live, but then she wonders why people have these opinions and know certain things because she's on live and she's telling it. And her husband has told her he thinks that she shares too much on the internet because she shares information. People react to it or on their channels, they'll talk about it. And then she'll be upset that they're talking about that. Whereas people wouldn't know about it if she didn't talk about it. That's kind of how it works. Black girl said, did she wipe properly? I don't know. I didn't. All I know is he got a new diaper on. He got a fresh diaper on. I don't know what else happened before that, but he got a fresh diaper on.
It's like getting mad at a white woman for calling another girl Karen, another white woman Karen. Yes, you call the Karens Karens. You call the ghetto ones ghetto. I'm not calling every black woman ghetto, silly. Talking about the ones that get on. Little Bill had ass. Little Bill. Race the rapists. Just yelling and cussing and screaming. Not every black woman. I didn't say, and I literally said nothing about color. You literally just made that up, that I was saying black girls are ghetto. You could be ghetto and be white. Brett is ghetto. You ghetto, right, babe? You ghetto.
A little bit. I can be a little ratchet.
Don't do that. And this can be a.
What the heck? Why you keep pulling apart?
I've been known to get a little ratchet. From time to time.
Yeah, he's just playing with it. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it. Why are you playing with the booby doo? Why are you playing with the booby doo? Anyways, the baby, he just turned 7 months. Baby, I don't know how to do all that creative stuff Daddy be doing. I don't know how to make a knife out of this, okay?
Black girl says she looks like Candace Owens and now talking like her. I think with the shenanigans Rose got going on, Candace Owens to eat Rose up, but I can see, now that you said it, as far as with the similarities, I think it's probably like the high cheekbones, but I think Candace Owens would go in on Rose and her shenanigans. Like, girl, you making the swirlers look crazy out here.
No, he doesn't know how either. He said that he made it out a knife. He's gonna eat that. They like he doesn't ever care for his toys, but I'll try to put some toys around him. Typically, Ray. He doesn't typically care for them. Here, Diddy. Toy, look. Just fall right past it.
Hey, Michelle, still no furniture. When was this? No furniture. He's worked Brett's working on putting together some like bunk beds. It looks like some beds for the boys in one of the rooms. They have a 2-bedroom apartment. So we saw there's 2 rooms, and Brett's putting together the beds for the kids. But that's it. Nothing else. So I'm wondering if they're at least trying to prioritize and get the beds going, because that's something heavy, like that people have been talking about, like why the kids don't have beds. We saw you all have an air mattress. What are the kids sleeping on? Because we've only seen on camera like one air mattress right earlier in this video, her live that we're watching. The 2 older boys were laying on the one air mattress that we've seen before. So I think they're prioritizing now with putting these beds up and showing that, to show people that, okay, we're working on getting them beds. They have it now. Now, why they didn't have it before, I don't know. But clearly, as of late, people just been really looking at their life with a fine-tooth comb. So I think they're trying to get in front of or address anything that they can pertaining to the views that people have about them. And one of them happens to be, the living conditions of the children. As you've heard her address, someone's like, is the baby allergic to clothes? Because this baby be all across Beyonce's internet in a diaper. I think I might have seen him with some clothes on just a couple of times, but for the most part, he's just in a diaper. Like, that's just his look. He just River in the diaper. Michelle said, come on now, can we get a soda? A sofa, you meant to say sofa. Can we get a sofa? I don't know. Listen, they said their rent is $4,200, and then they got to pay an extra $200 for parking. So I don't know what they got to park now, because their vehicle, I don't think, is there. I keep seeing her walking. She was yesterday walking to the beach. So $4,200 for rent, plus another $200 for parking. So we up to $4,400. Yeah. And now, they putting together some beds. It looks like, the beds that, they bought, nothing that's too expensive. What he's working on putting together looks like it's no more than about a $1,200 type situation. So nothing that's really too expensive, probably not even that expensive. But like I said, I think that they're prioritizing now getting the beds, just because people have just really been scrutinizing their life. And again, we wouldn't know what they got going on if they didn't have the cameras on. So I don't understand how you can want privacy and people stay out your business, but you broadcast your business on the internet. I just don't understand how that works. Michelle says, math still ain't mathing. No, it's not. We've been trying to get these equations to add up for a week or so now. And yeah, we still on level 1. We're trying to get it to add up, because it's just not mathing. But like, we're doing the best we can over here. That's all we can do. That's all we can do, is do the best that we can over here. And I think that we have been doing a fabulous job with trying to just dissect and break down what it is that we're seeing play out right before our eyes. So let's get back into this live that she did earlier today.
Toys. What? Here I come, babe. Can you don't jump on the mattresses like that, Daddy. I was trying to open a toy for him.
You pick that wrench up and let's screw up. Thank you.
Did you already do that side or no? No? Hey, Gray Beauty. Ooh, Denise. That is such a great idea. I love that. Thank you. See, I am that mom that I prefer stuff like this than hold on, let me pin that. I prefer stuff like this than toys for a certain age of babies, for sure. She said pots, pans, and lids, and that is so much better than giving him toys because he really won't be caring for the toys at all. He'd much rather have his toys. So that's a great idea. Thank you. Yeah, you can open it and give it to me. Okay, watch you just eat this up. We got this. A pot. Look at that. Oh, he's gonna love that. Rose Girls, shout out. Shout out to GMW. Look at that. He just loves it. He loves it.
Is this a stabbing thing to open it?
Or like this, River.
Or with this one? Or this one?
Yeah. You like that?
Please use your keys. Mama, these River's keys. Mom.
Welcome, TaylorMade 333. At least they got a pot to piss in. LO. You know, everybody don't even have that. So yes, we'll go with at least they got that. Jesus. Mila said, okay, I skipped the out this a bit. Most of the comments asking what it would take for Brett to divorce Rose. That money to stop coming in and some woman to come in to be his savior. Somebody who gonna come in and just tell him what to do next, because he's not one to kind of move on his own accord. Like he seems like he has to be that type that has to be guided. Like that's just his comfort, like somebody else to kind of tell him like, okay, what we should do next. So he seemed like he's good at following versus leading, and Rose just kind of leads. She's the driver of the ship, and that's what appears to have been working for them, at least, you know, as far as for their brand. But otherwise, that man ain't going nowhere. Them checks too nice for him to go somewhere. And can y'all imagine what that child support experience would be like for him if he were to divorce and leave? Like, it would be crazy, because chances are, I mean, the kid, she would have custody of the kids. I mean, he'd have to prove her unfit to, you know, win custody over his boys or whatever. I mean, that may not be hard, but yeah, child support for 2 kids. She's claiming he makes six figures, but we don't see him at work. You know, he be in front of the camera doing the most with her. So he really arguably probably can't afford to leave. Like that's a real thing for a lot of men, where they say where it's cheaper to keep her. They can't really afford to leave. And I think he's in a situation like that. So I just think, you know, if he were to leave, he got to make sure that he's figured out that money situation and, make sure that he's going to be good with that, because them YouTube checks going to stop for him, because this her channel. Technically, she had this channel up and going before they married. So she's the one that'll have the 1 million subscribers plus, and he'd have to kind of build from ground up. Like, that's just how the cookie crumbles. That's it. Let me see. Mila says, I used to think it was love because only love would hold them together. After this live, I think he might be trapped. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he got 2 kids. So trapped could be a good, like, he can't go nowhere. Like, I'm sure she reminds him, like, player, do you know you will be eating ramen noodles for the next 15 years at least, by the time I'm done with you, because that child support will take him. That child support will probably easily have him moving back home with his parents. And they claim that he was in their basement I don't know who basement he was in when she said he was sleeping on the air mattress. But that child support would just really do him in. So I think he knows it's cheaper to keep her. He's just hoping that she stabilizes. She's 29. She's about to be 30. So maybe he's hoping that as she grows, she'll grow some more brain cells and she'll get smarter and wiser. Because as they say, with age, comes wisdom. We've all, have experienced that. We have those moments in our life where we weren't making the best moves. Many of us will say we probably weren't down bad like how we see Rose, as far as in the mental category. But, we all been there where we weren't where we are today. So maybe he's just hoping that, she gets it together, because he is older than her. I think he's like 6 years. Let me see. I think he's 37. So he's like, I think he's 6 or 7 years, because she's 29. Yeah. So he's maybe like 8 years older than her. So I think he's just hoping for the best, y'all. He's hanging on by a wing and a prayer. Sometimes that's all you got is a wing and a prayer. Gene Allen. Yeah, it's hilarious. Mila, oh Lord, good point. Gene Allen says Rose would unalive her and them kids if Brett left her. Like, yeah, I think Rose would definitely be that one. If Brett were to leave, she would make it hard for him, and he knows that. And I think she's that one to tell him, like, if you were to ever leave me, I would do this, that, and the third. Like, any woman he would get with, she would be like, it would be a lot, because she would have to deal with the baby mama, the ex-wife. Like, that would be a lot. So right now, I just think that when he thinks about his life, he just don't see it right now, him faring out better if he were to leave. So he's just trying to make this situation work, collect that check, and contribute however much he can. So therefore, I guess when he go to court, he can show like how he contributed to the family brand, because it is a family brand. They built this channel together as husband and wife. Like, they together got to the 1 million plus subscribers. No matter how Rose may slice it or dice it, she may be the one who started the YouTube account, but with his help, they grew the channel to the 1 million plus subscribers. So we can't take that away from him. Gene Allen said all these videos would deem her unfit. Yeah, I mean, he would have support and backup with it. So Mila says, she says 9 years her senior. I know he was a good bit older than her. The last time video I've seen where it was something dealing with a birthday, I think he was maybe turning 37. So I'm not sure when his birthday is. I know her birthday is in December. Not sure the exact date. I know it's in, I think the later part it's in December. She's a Sagittarius, but I'm not sure when Brett's birthday is. Gene Alice said he was in the basement in Vegas. So she said, so he was at somebody else's house because I don't know, the parents live in like another state or whatever. So he ain't trying to go back to the basement. So yeah, I think he's going to be there for a minute. He got to just make sure that the money situation would be right when he leaves. And then again, I don't see him leaving without having another situation or relationship lined up. And I wouldn't be surprised if anybody he do hook up with I wouldn't be surprised if they're not somebody who slid into his DMs on Facebook, like they reached out to him, because I'm sure it goes down in the DMs. She claimed he don't read his comments, but you can't tell me, you can't convince me that this man is not reading messages that women are sending to him. I think he reading the messages and he done figured out a way to mark him as unread, because Brett, as we see, he likes being in front of the camera. He's gotten very comfortable with being in front of the camera. Like, to me, more and more, we see him comfortably in front of the camera, especially since all have been breaking loose with people going in on Rose. I think he's kind of low-key gloating that finally she's getting payback from, what she's dished out and the energy she's given him. And now people are starting to kind of be more of a team Brett. So I think that does something to his ego, to be where he sees like, well, everybody is not really just about you, Rose. People are here for me too. Regardless of what you say, people are here for me too. And I mean, I think that's having him, poke his chest out a little bit. Michelle says, she said she reads them first. I saw on a clip. I heard her say that, but I believe he done seen some of them comments. He know that he got some admirers out there. Like, and what man, don't like to know that, somebody's still looking their way, even if they are married. It does something to the ego. Just as a woman, like to know that, somebody still finds them to be attractive. He's still human too. So, I think he's reading in them comments. Now, I'm not going to say he's responding, but I think he's low-key kind of looking. He in the bathroom on the toilet looking at him. Let's get back to the video.
No, they're not River's keys. I mean, yes, they're River's spoon keys. His spoon keys. Oh, yeah, the little keys that you buy babies, that babies love? These are the keys. Right, Wish? They're so crazy. They're so crazy. He wants to start talking. He'll be saying, Mama and Dada soon. River, you guys, he is literally just turned.
Mom, this is how you not
This person is so you broke YouTube guidelines and unleashed your audience. Okay. He is literally just turned 7 months. Thank you for the $10, JD.
Have any of you heard anything about Rose having like a GoFundMe or something out on the internet out there somewhere? I don't know where I heard it from, because I'll be like all over the place, but it was like maybe somebody, because people be commenting on my videos, but they were saying something about her. I think there being a GoFundMe or something out there. I think it was created maybe since they've been in Hawaii, and I think it was money for food or things, whatever, necessities or whatever, with them living in Hawaii. Let me know if you've heard anything like that or have seen a GoFundMe account. I don't see how they could even need something like that, because they get their views on their video and they go live or have, content at least once or twice a day. And who knows how many views this video is at already. So I don't know. I just wanted to throw that out there since I did hear that somewhere about a GoFundMe account. Mila says he might be gloating and feeling himself in front of the camera recently. I don't know. Yeah, he just got a different vibe to me lately, like as though he is feeling himself. I don't know. It's just this new confidence that I'm picking up, to where I think he really is getting off that people are like Team Brett these days versus Team Rose. And he's feeling like, wow, they're seeing me, and I'm just not here in the background as a supporting character in a show. Like, I'm like a main character. Like, I really feel like he's feeling himself. That's the energy I've been picking up really since she snapped on him, because that's when people really start going in more so on her. So I don't know. So that's been for the past week. So for the past week, I feel like he just been walking like with his chest poked all the way out. And y'all, where are the other baby? Where are the other two kids? Like, we've been watching this video, this live, for a little minute now. And the other two older sons, haven't come into the clip. Remember at the Airbnb, like we would see often like all the kids in the clip, but like we're not seeing her two oldest boys. Why aren't they here? Like, why aren't they in front of the camera? Like, I don't know. It's just weird to me because I remember a time where all the kids, especially Race, would play with his brothers, but I haven't really seen that type of interaction in the last, probably several videos or lives that I've seen. Like, I'll see them together when they're walking someplace, but I haven't seen the boys just like all like playing together like they used to. So let me know your thoughts on that, or if you guys have watched the lives through its entirety and have seen them engaging with one another. But I'm just kind of curious. Michelle said, I heard there was a GoFundMe for Brett. Like, I know I heard somebody say something about a GoFundMe. So for Brett, what? To get his own place? For him to get the hell on and leave her? They trying to get him a ticket, a GoFundMe for a ticket back to Arizona, like a one-way flight? Like, what's the GoFundMe for? Mila said, I read someone mention a GoFundMe. I'm really sick after the whole thing, feeling so played. Oh my God, goodness, not a GoFundMe. I cannot. Ooh, child, that's a new one for me, but okay. Thank you for sharing. Yara Life said, yes, she did a GoFundMe for Brett. So what was the reason behind it? Was this like after she had did the we're separated video? Like, what's the story behind the GoFundMe? Can anyone find it? Is it still out there? A said the truth has set him partially free. Yeah, I mean, he coming around. I think it's just a matter of time. He better hope that he don't get her pregnant again and they have another baby, because if he really just gonna be stuck like Chuck. he probably gonna cry and be in a fetal position, because that third one, like, you're done then, like, for 18-year child support and Hawaii. Because let's just say if they were to, a divorce is filed, whatever, and everything goes down in Hawaii, that's gonna be off of however it roll in Hawaii when it comes to like the whole income. Yeah. He trying to make it work. Like, he's thinking like, hell, I ain't got no other choice. I can't afford to not try to make this thing work. Jean Allen said, I heard a GoFundMe for Brett to divorce her, set up by the manosphere. They're so petty over there. I can see that. They probably can't stand Rose. Like, I haven't listened to any of the manosphere content on her. I've seen some out there who's have videos talking about her, but I haven't brought myself to click on any, because I just know her shenanigans. The manosphere is already just a whole situation in its own. And then her incident just gave them something to talk about, or it kind of went in line of a point. They just all, because they don't like when the black woman kind of cross over to the black man and then try to compare the black man to the white man. Like, they don't like that. So to me, when all this went down between Rose and her husband, it just gave them, like, it just kind of went towards their point of what they try to say, as though, it's the black woman that's the problem. It ain't the man. And look, she's a black woman and she still can't keep her stuff together with this white man, and she over here taking care. Like, I know what their talking points are. So I just know it wasn't going to be good. I just already know it just wasn't going to be good with them, with their commentary. So I just couldn't even hear, because my feelings would have been hurt for her. Your Life said, I think she doesn't care about the other two boys. I think that I think it was in the last live yesterday where race came up and colorism and things like that. And I just think that the boys, they're getting older, so they're mature enough to understand when there's a difference in treatment. They're able to pick up certain things. And I can only imagine, in her comments, more comments and things are made pertaining to the younger two kids, as far as with their looks. I could just imagine, like, it's just more conversation centered around the children she has with Brett's, because it seemed like conversation centered around the two oldest ones is connected to, like, her baby daddy, her ex-husband. And I just cringe when I hear her say my baby daddy, because, like, you was married to this man. Like, this is your ex-husband, that just disrespect. Like, this is your children's father, and you just refer to him as your baby daddy, because I just can't imagine that if she were to divorce Brett, she would refer to him as her baby daddy. He's going to be her ex-husband all day long, like, because that's what he is. So I don't know. I just think, these kids, they're picking up energies, and they're just like, they just sticking together, and they'll continue to grow, and they'll have voices, and she's going to have to deal with it as they bring up concerns about just feeling a difference in treatment between them and their brothers. Michelle said, oh, wow, the Manosphere coming in, Captain Save a Breath. The Manosphere, listen, I already knew they was going to be, it's like they already do the most anyway. So this was just taking them over. Jean Allen says, she said the boys were still sleeping. Earlier, when I started watching their live, the boys were still, on the air mattress, laying down or whatever. But I don't know, just keep an eye out, and just take notice of, just take notice of, where the boys are at any time, when you check out her lives, just to observe. I guess what we over here, observing and reporting. That's the role of a security guard, right? To observe and report. So Gabriella Cove Marion, she's on Facebook. Welcome. In my opinion, I would advise that you reach out to Vince Hacks on Facebook. He is a private investigator. He helped me on Child Protective Services, CPS, and I was able to get proof and evidence to show up in court. Now I have my kids back. The dude also helped on all crime cases, narcissist issues, criminal records, loan clearance, tracking, locating missing persons and properties. You can also contact him via this link. So Brett, wherever you are, this seemed like a service that Gabriella is saying you probably can benefit from. So thanks for sharing, Gabriella. I hope you all have liked the stream, shared it, subscribed. But thank you for joining. For any of you who are new to my channel over here, welcome. We're friendly over here. Jean Allen says they despise Rose. Yara Life said Rose did the GoFundMe and said she was going to use the money for vacation. Okay, wow. I wonder whatever happened with it. Is it still out there? Did anyone ever see the GoFundMe or see what the goal amount was, and how much money she was able to collect on it? Because I haven't seen. I just recently heard someone or read somewhere about a GoFundMe account. So I just thought I'd throw that out here to see what you all knew about a GoFundMe account. Mila said, if it was a hoax, it could have been scripted, but it was too one-sided for it to not be real. Yeah. Yeah, Mila said they could have owned it, postpartum, mental health, anything honest, but they deny, and it's still trolling her fans. Listen, she got riders. If nothing else, Rose have riders. She definitely has a solid fan base. She has a solid fan base, a strong following that she has built. And, she didn't do it overnight. This has been years in the making, but they're riders. Like, listen, we going off a cliff. Okay, we all going off a cliff together. Let's get back to the video.
Just turned 7 months. He's such a smart, good baby. He knows how to crawl. Watch this. He's fully crawling.
I hope he know how to crawl. He said he's 7 months, but let's go back to the video.
Doctor said he's not supposed to be doing all this till 9 months. Come here, River. Crawl to mama. Thank you, Dana said. Not the Tosh mob, sending money, but don't send money to Tosh. Exactly. But get on here to harass people. You are not YouTube, and I am not worried about you. I talk to YouTube regularly. Okay? Good luck. Your words will set you free. Be ready for it. Everyone will advertise, platform, in person. We all know. You are next level obsessed, but I'm not going to delete you just yet. You're about to be annoying, but I'm going to let you give me a little bit of money first. A little bit more money. Come here, River. Come here. No. No. Come on, Baba. Come on.
I will add, it does look like it's a very nice apartment complex or whatever. I guess they're living in an apartment complex, a tall building. It's a great view back there. So it does look like they're living in a very nice residence, which is good. I mean, they got the money. Uh, Again, it's just what you do with the money. So the question is, do they have the money to furnish this home? Or are they choosing to just put that money elsewhere? So I guess we'll see. I'm sure after they, get the kids' rooms together and with the beds, they'll work their way up and we'll see them do things with other part of the home. But it definitely, it does look like a very nice apartment uh, building that they're living in from so far what I've seen on the lives. And that's definitely a beautiful view right there. So they're living quite well. It's just all the other stuff they got going on. Let me see. Let me read some of these comments before I get back in the video. Kara Taylor says, some things should be left alone, like talking about a deceased baby. As a mother, I would be beside myself in grief. I get it. Michelle said, just shows there are a lot of messed up women out there that would be legit fans to this. Yeah. You got some people that if they ride with you, they ride regardless. Like they're riders regardless. Jean Allen says, I agree, Kara. Michelle says, I refuse to give her channel views. Plus, I can hardly bear through it. So I miss a lot of her nonsense. I can't believe what I see on the commentary channels. Prior to me jumping on my channel and covering her, I didn't watch her content. I would watch the commentary channels and just my mind would be blown by a lot of the things that I was seeing. And what I had saw was the argument that they had. And then that's what prompted me to do my first live a week ago on them, because it was just like, what? I mean, I know I don't tune into their channel, so this is what's going on over there, because I see enough of the what do you call them, the shorts and things with the, I kind of get an idea of kind of what the energy is as far as for her channel. So it just kind of wasn't my thing. To each his own. I moved on with life, but with the whole argument situation, I just had an opinion on it. And since I already, was a content creator, had my own channel, I'm like, well, I can just go on my platform and express my opinions. And it just, and I really didn't know what was going to come out of it as far as who would hear my thoughts, who would find their way to my channel. But that's what it was rooted in, with me wanting to just go on my own platform and express my opinions about the matter. And just to my surprise, a lot of other people share similar opinions. And we just continue to just come over here and just have this as a safe space to really talk about what it is, or what we've been seeing play out, regardless of the gaslighting that goes on over there. Like we're critical thinkers over here. We use common sense and we recognize when something ain't right. And we're going to talk about it regardless of who don't like it. We're not disrespecting. It's just we're reacting to what it is that they're putting out there. And that's completely appropriate. Like you can get mad about it all you want, but we're not doing anything wrong over here. And I appreciate any of you who do choose to come over to my platform to share your thoughts about the matter, and to just have a community, a safe space to just talk about the foolishness that's going on in the most respectable manner that we can, because y'all, this is real reckless on a lot of these other channels that's covering her content. Kara Taylor said, also what Rose doesn't realize is that most of us started as fans of the channel, then saw bad behavior and thought differently. Exactly. I remember a time when I first learned and watched from her channel and was like, oh, wow, why are people treating her like this? And, she was more calm and she was in Arizona. And it just seemed like, I think once she went to Hawaii, that's when it just, yes, I don't know. She said it could be postpartum. I don't know, but I just started to see a shift after she went to Hawaii. So that's for me when I started to take notice of a shift, and I kind of just only kind of paid attention to the reaction channels and the things, you know, in the short clips that they would cover of their channel. Black Girl says she's kind of boring. Rose is, I think, well, her husband recently called her a prude. You know, it's funny. They were like, yeah, people talk about me. I guess what people talked about how she was dancing, and she said it was yoga dancing when they were in the living room, like last week sometime, because I think we covered it on one of those late nights, long lives where she was in the living room dancing and things. She said she was doing yoga, but following that, I guess people were just talking about her doing that and they didn't think it was appropriate, especially I guess on their family channel. But her husband, you know, called her a prude. He said Rose is quite a prude. And then she just talked about liking men, not being into women. So I don't know if someone asked her opinion on same-sex relationships. I don't know, but she just made it clear that she can acknowledge women are beautiful, but she doesn't like vagina. So she put that out there. So Rose, she's a character. I think she's a mom, so I think she has her moments to where, you know, she can be low key, but she can get it going when she wants to. So I think that's that bipolar energy that we see, where we see these different dramatic extremes between her behavior. Yeah, it's just she go from 0 to 10. It's just she just be all over the place. She'd be all over the place. Jean Allen says she should never have spoke on that lady baby. Sounded so condescending. Yeah, so did you all hear when she did speak on a lady's child? Because I caught in this live a while ago her talking about, she went on to, I guess, the Trolls platform and said some things about someone's child, but I didn't really know what she was talking about. So did you all catch that? I guess that live that she joined when she made comments about someone's child, because I don't know anything about that. I'm not familiar with that. I just know what she kind of talked about in this video. So you can just drop it in the comments if you caught that live that Rose spoke on, that she called into and said some things about the lady child. So I don't know. So is the lady child deceased and Rose was like bringing that up? I don't know. It's just, I just personally think that just kids should just be off limits at all times, but not everybody roll that way and have that same belief. You got some people who are equal opportunists. They like, these kids can get it too. They can catch a stray too. And I'm not one of those, but you got a lot of people who are. Black Girl said, what is she doing? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what she's doing right now. I think she was right now in this scene, you know, she's trying to get the baby to crawl because he's 7 months. She said the doctor said he's doing big things because he's crawling at 7 months instead of like 9. So yeah. Fool me twice, shame on me, right? Black Girl said, I would move to Hawaii too. Yeah, you just got to make sure that money right. It's a lot to come to it. You just got to be prepared, like with anything else. You know, do your research, know what you about to be paying for your necessities in life. So you just got to be as prepared as you possibly can. Michelle said, yeah, it's very small for 6 people. At Kira, I saw the bad behavior, but I figured it must be love. It was money. Love. The title, Love or Foolishness? Which one? Love or Foolishness? Michelle, approved, never happy. So maybe that was him putting that out there just to try to throw people off after, you know, some of the videos and things. So he was like, no, she's quite a prude. So I'm like, okay, that's different. You know, going off of the energy she gives, that's not a word I would use to describe her, but that's what he said. Jean Allen says someone called a big lie. Someone called a big lie that she said it was 1 a.m. when they argued, but it's daylight outside. They replayed the argument. It's daylight out. Yes, because I remember like he was sitting in like a corner near like a window and stuff. So yes, I can picture it being daylight out. But yes, so Rose just be talking, y'all. She just be talking. Mila said, I like the idea of no one is perfect. Someone will still love you. Rose, definitely her family had us thinking maybe I could meet a guy like Brett. Had me out here subscribing to similar channels. Mila, you said she got you too. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Like, I'm already a whole married woman of 20 years this year in October. So, I mean, who knows if I was, single out here, like if I would have been more into, what she was given versus not. The way my brain works, I'm going to say no, I still wouldn't have been here for that content, but I don't know. My situation is different. I've been married for like forever. So I'm like fully locked in, booed up over here in a way that a lot of people aren't. But I understand, girl. I understand. Your Life says she had a meltdown in Arizona before she had River, and this was on a live. You said before she had River. Wow. So was it like with her crying and everything, like recently when she was upset because the trolls were making all these pages and trying to call CPS on her? Was it that type of meltdown? I know she said when she was pregnant with River, she had really bad morning sickness. So she contemplating ending the pregnancy, but I guess, clearly she didn't, but she said that pregnancy was tough. Mila said, Gene, I saw that, but they said it's always daylight in Hawaii. Oh, I never heard that about it always being daylight in Hawaii. I always wonder when I see their live, like, oh, what time is it? Or I'm like, oh, it's not night yet. So it's always daylight there. That's interesting. I never heard that before. So Jean said that she never knew that either. Thank you. Jean Allen said Alaska is always daylight. I'd heard that about Alaska, or I thought that with Alaska, it's like maybe like 6 months out of a year or something like that. It's daylight. That's what I'd heard about Alaska, but I've never been to Hawaii or Alaska. Hawaii's on the bucket list. Alaska, I can kind of take it or leave it, but I definitely like to visit Hawaii. Not live there, but just visit. Michelle said, Google said dark at 10 p.m., light at 4 a.m. So I don't think so. So it's dark at 10 p.m. and then it's light at 4 a.m. That's interesting. Michelle said it is near the equator, so it wouldn't be light all the time. Normal nighttime hours. Okay. Mila says, sorry, I just Googled it. Sunset at 7 p.m. It was a lie. So I guess, when she said they did that video at 1 a.m, like that's not true because it was light outside and sunset is at 7 p.m. So interesting. See, we be learning some stuff over here. Teamwork make the dream work. Like we just we making it make sense. We making this math. Listen, we getting to algebra 2. Like we're getting to algebra 2. I don't care what you say. We will not be staying in this algebra 1 forever. Michelle said we smart. Yes. Yes. So okay, so y'all, let's stop. Let's get back to the video. Let's see what she talked about.
You trying to get brother to come?
Yeah.
Say, come here.
Yes. Yes. Come here.
Thank you, BB and Nashay.
Come here.
Thank you, guys.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
You are obsessed. I said what I said. I promise you this reveal is my new passion project because the audacity of your lies is ridiculous. You are evil. You mocked a lady's deceased child, remember? Okay. Good luck. Thank you for the money.
Come here. Come here.
Yeah, they keep giving money. That's all crap.
Come here.
Mock the lady's deceased child. The lady, I didn't mock the lady's deceased child. I said, what happened to your child? That's exactly what I said. I said, what happened to your child? After she was talking about me and my baby and about my mental health issues, I said, so this must be the woman. But she said, so I got on and said, hey, what happened to your child? That's all I said. She got defensive as hell. She said, my baby died. My baby died. Don't get on here telling lies about my baby. That's what she said. All I said, it's still up for you guys to watch. Go and watch it on the Tasha K channel. It is still up. It is still up. I said, what happened to your child? Exactly what she said was, my baby died. My baby died. Don't get on here telling lies about my baby. What the fuck? My baby died. Everybody know that. Everybody know that. I didn't kill my baby. Whoa. I never said you killed your baby. I said, what happened to your child? I didn't kill my baby. Don't tell lies about my baby. I said, okay, your baby died, and then you went and claimed insanity, right? But you're saying that I'm insane, and you're laughing and saying that I have mental health issues. You're laughing about mental health issues when your baby was found wrapped up in the blinds, and you went and you claimed insanity. How does that make sense? To be honest, that is very, very sad for your baby. But I would not ever leave my little baby alone, 15-month-old, not even long enough for him to be able to like wrap himself up in the blinds. I personally would not leave my baby alone. Right. So how does someone say they're calling CPS on someone? You're talking about calling CPS when that happened to your baby. Calling CPS for one, but for two, hold on, baby, hold on. Calling CPS is what you were on the panel talking about, JB, which is this girl. You were on the panel talking about calling CPS, and you were on the panel talking about mental health issues. Make that make sense.
Wow, y'all, when I say it's a lot of craziness on the internet, so like I said, Mila said, let's play the live because I don't want to go to her channel. So we're going to hop over. I found that video. I had it saved with her snapping on Brett. So we're going to jump over there and listen to that live again where they were arguing. And yeah, so get ready. So as we're going to see, let me take this off the screen. We're going to see fair use. We're going to see what they're talking about over here. And then we pay attention. It's light out. It is light out.
You want to talk about it? You want to talk about everything so that we can get true thoughts and opinions, or no? You don't want to talk about Vegas and the security. You don't want to talk about any of that because the Vegas and the security and all, you know, the many things of you. Because I think you're a bit confused based on like the image that I create. You don't want to talk about any of it so that they can truly judge. Yeah, but would you like for me to just tell the honest truth? No, I'm just wondering. I'm just asking genuinely.
I only came here for what you said I could do. And I'm not doing anything for the kids. I was doing something for myself.
No, I'm just talking about
this family. Because I love these kids. Where is you enjoy any of this? What are you trying to prove? I could.
Sure, you could. I could have as well. What are you talking about? Oh, but you just got upset because I said I didn't want to do YouTube anymore yesterday. That was your whole yelling and stuff while I was sitting here. So my only question was, would you like to just air everything, the complete truth? Let me know, because just let's be real. Let's be very honest and very real. Because we can. That's my only thing.
I don't like having public arguments.
Oh, interesting. Because remember, you were the one that said Go live yesterday. Remember that? You were the one that said that. Yeah, and then I did, and then you got even more angry. You snatched my phone and all that. I'm going live because remember you started saying like, oh, I think the comments are starting based on the image. You're confused about that. You're really, really confused. No, you're really confused. You're really, really, really confused. And I don't want to speak on like the realness of it. I really don't. I'm trying really hard not to. Really, really hard. Like biting my tongue not to. But like we can literally do that if you want. I've never had to make myself look good. Remember that. That was the whole point of it. That I was not making myself look good. So you're over there like, it's not making yourself look good. That's the whole point. I never tried to make myself look good. It was about making you look good. Do you remember that? Did you forget? Did you forget? I don't need power. Just I guess the truth is power. Yeah. The truth is always power. The truth is always power. Yes, but we don't have the reputation defamation. I'm just asking you. I'm not speaking on what happened when you were doing security in Vegas. I'm not speaking on it. I'm asking you. You want to speak on it because I think you're confused with everything. I think you're really, really confused on like the way that all of this works. Wait, about what you did with the man?
Okay, so I just caught when she said about what you did with the meh. So I guess that was when she was kind of alluding to him, having a same sex type, interaction. So I didn't, catch that part, and sometimes you have to watch things more than one time to pick up things that you may have missed the first time. But yeah, again, as I'm watching this, I'm paying attention to the energy now that, she's saying that it was like staged. So I'm trying to pick up any energies that make me to feel as though it's staged. I don't pick up that energy, but remember, she's saying it's staged. So let's get through like the last minute and a half of this video.
No, I'm just asking, what are you talking about? My slander way of interpreting what? Because remember what you even admitted that you did? I'm confused. And just so you know, guys, he's over there giving me the serious eye. So I'm going to get off of here. But just in case anything happens, then you already know. Because the way that he's over there looking, when I got off the phone yesterday, he started snatching my phone and being really aggressive. I had to open the door and stand in front of the camera because he gets a little bit crazy. I know. So that's why I had to stand in front of the camera in the hallway yesterday and let you know that it was a camera watching. Yeah.
I'm not scared of the camera. I'm not scared of the camera.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I know that's a goal.
The stuff in Vegas. I mean, just many things. But I'm like my tongue and not say this because for your image, you forgot. I've always glorified, literally glorified, painted you in the most beautiful light possible. But me, actually, I literally minimize my own character and to glorify yours. And then you have the audacity to sit here and be like,
all right, so there you go. It's definitely light outside when they recorded that. So if someone said what the sun sets at like 7 p.m., she said that it was like 1 a.m. So I don't know. What do y'all think? It doesn't make sense. So let's see. Let's get caught up in these comments. We had a request to do a playback of that. Now what we've come to learn is a staged argument. Let's see. Where do we leave off? Let's see. So Michelle said, I can't imagine the older boys could sleep through all the banging, but maybe. Michelle said, she is so gross. Why does she talk like this in front of her kids? That's the rose. Bila said, Michelle, exactly, more evidence. This is real. Michelle says she hates him. Monet says she's jealous of Brett. I can see that. I think that she doesn't like that people are starting to kind of favor him more so than her. And like I said, them DMs, he probably get more people coming for him. It's, with trying to replace her than people coming at her trying to replace him. So I can see, there been some type of competition there on her end, not really his, because she's used to getting the attention. But I think for a change, he's getting the attention, and she's feeling a way about that. Mila said, they babies do know English, Rose. Mila said, if this was planned, it got out of hand real quick. Exactly. Real quick. A said, the epitome of cutting your nose to spite your face. Yeah. She came up with this. She said, this is all her idea. She was the brainchild. Mila says, at A, missing the forest in spite of the trees. Michelle says she should really come up with new content. Same thing every day. Yeah, I mean, I think right now they're trying to, rebrand or trying to get away from all this negativity pertaining to the verbal abuse that's done onto Brett. So I think she's working hard to try to change how people are viewing her. Will it make a difference? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if over time, because I always say people have a short attention span. So I don't know if over time this will fade away and people will just forget about it and then just go on with whatever the narrative that she's pushing now. I don't know. It remains to be seen. Me, I'm not going to forget. I'm going to know, okay, that's just fake over there, and just move on with my life. So I'm sure eventually, I'll move past and not even, discuss her to discuss it. But hell, she might have some other shenanigans that I may discuss. So I don't know. Kara Taylor said, I've been to both Hawaii and Alaska. Alaska has all light in summer, but not Hawaii. Okay. Thank you for sharing that, Kara. Mila said, I can't hear anything Brett says, and she wants it that way. Yeah. Because as he would try to talk, she'd, over talk. So she really didn't want, what he was saying to get out. Michelle said, right, Mila. And Mila says, we will never forget. No, we won't. We're not going to forget. But, I guess clearly the Rosebuds have already forgotten. They forgot before she even came out and said, hey, it was staged, because she just said, hey, we were just having a spat. They're like, okay. So let's get back into this live we're reviewing. This is
you came and falsely accused her of murder. Baby, go back and look at the video. Okay? Go and listen. Can I see your thing so I could play it actually for them? Because I literally never said the words murder. Never. I said your baby was found in the blinds, and you went and claimed insanity. Is exactly what I said. I said, what happened to your baby? My baby died. Don't come on here lying about my baby. That's what she said. That is what she said. I never said you murdered your child. I said, why? So why would you be on here talking about mental health issues? She's getting a lot of money. I appreciate it. No distraction, Rose. The spotlight of the truth. Bitch, okay. Thank you, JD, so much for your contribution.
Kara Taylor said, do you think her channel would have hit 1 million without Brett? I think deep down she knows he is a huge draw and wouldn't have blown up without him. No, because the premise of her channel is her family, her being this interracial relationship, her being a single mom of 2 boys, and her being able to secure a big burly white man who can protect her and provide for her. So no, like that's the whole storyline behind the channel. So no, she would. I don't think she would have hit 1 million without him. No, I don't think so. I don't know what she could do on her own. I don't know, but I don't think her alone popularity would be where it is now with her being married to Brett. I think it's a joint, just as I don't think that if he had a channel by himself and he just hit 1 million. I think together, it's their energy together. It's their family. People were just here for what they were presented or portraying as what their family looked like. So whether it's this question is, was it built on a lie? But I think they both built this channel. Jean Allen said, I haven't forgot the last meltdown 2 years ago. Mila says, Jean, please spill. Jean Allen said, first it was a spat. Now it's a stage play, right? So right now, Rose is talking about, I guess, when she went on to some other, some of the trolls platforms that were talking about her, she called in and she got into it with one of the people on the panel when she asked them about their deceased child. And it seemed like the lady didn't appreciate her bringing up her deceased child. And Rose was like, but you talk about mine, so all fair game. So Rose is trying to get Brett to help her to find, I guess, to bring up that particular live on his phone or something, so they can play it so he can hear what transpired, because she said she didn't say anything about that lady's child. She just said what happened to your child. So that's where we are right now. So let's get back into the video and I'll come back and get back into the comments. Please, as you come in, please like, share, and subscribe. It's 29 of you in here. Have you all hit the like button? So let's get back to this live.
Which one it is? David's playing it just to play it for you all because it's insanity that $45 already. But you guys see this. But yeah, they love to say like after day for a whole month straight. A whole month straight. They were on a panel and sending their Tosh mob over every single day. Golden Pisces said the child killing themselves due to neglect is horrible. Thank you. But they're on a panel talking about sending CPS and me having mental health issues. So I simply say, how dare you be talking about CPS and mental health issues when what happened to your baby? That's what I said. So, David's finding it just so that we can clear this up. It's really sick that they said, they got upset. My baby, blah, blah, blah. I never once, not even one time, said you killed your baby. Not even once. But what I do know for a fact is that I personally, I know things could happen like SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome. And I truly am apologetic to anyone who has lost their baby or their child in like a tragic accident. I know random stuff happens, random sicknesses, but for your baby to be found hanging with the cords wrapped around their neck. You literally was not, your home was not childproof. You didn't just move in that home to know that there was cords hanging down. Not only was your home not childproof for your baby, you left your baby long enough for that to happen. But you're on here talking about me and my situation. My situation, I don't have a situation, but on here talking about me, it just doesn't make sense. So thank you, JD, for being a fan. I wanted to keep you on as long as you were sending money. You've sent $50 and you're no longer sending money. So now I'm going to go ahead and block you. I believe you will still be able to comment. I just won't see it. So thank you for the contributions. But now you're blocked. Thank you for the $50. I do appreciate it. Huh? Yeah. It's still on Tosh Mob's channel because she's, oh my goodness. Not only did she say my baby died and all that, she started saying, bitch, I'm a proud felon. This is what the mother of the lost child said. I'm a proud felon. I got attempted murder charge. Ho. Leave this live up, Tasha. It is still on there for anybody to go look at it. So for you.
Okay, it looks like some of you are saying it was an echo sound. Not sure where that's coming from. Excuse me, because it's just still that same live stream that we've been listening to. Let me read some of the comments. Kara Taylor said, I read that article about the baby. It was an accident. The child was down to nap with the sibling. People describe the mother as a good parent. Wow, that's sad. Mila says, dang, she blocking people now. Let me hop over there and unsubscribe. So Rose is blocking people. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's get back into the video. Brett's trying to find this recorded live where she called into one of the trolls panels and she got into it with one of the quote unquote trolls whose child passed away, and Rose is saying, listen, I didn't say anything bad. I just asked a question and the lady just snapped. So she's just trying to justify her part in that conversation that clearly went left over there on that channel. So let's just see if Brett comes back with the recording so we can hear what transpired between Rose and this lady in regards to her deceased child.
I asked what happened to your baby. You start saying, my baby died. Don't lie. Don't tell lies about my baby. I got attempted murder charge. You already know what's up and start threatening our family. And then you go, oh my goodness, and get all these group of lunatic women to say that I claimed the murder or said something bad about a deceased child. I would never. I did not say anything bad about a deceased child. I was just blown away by the fact that a mother that claimed insanity would, you know, try to bash someone or call CPS or talk about someone's mental health issues.
Bash someone for mental health.
Yeah.
Say you're neglecting.
Yeah, and say I'm neglecting my children. So, and so she said, I'm sure, someone said, I'm sure it was investigated. Leave the deceased baby out of this. It was investigated. From my understanding, her mother worked at the time for a law firm. So that probably helped her case out. Someone sent me all this information. I knew nothing of this girl. Multiple people sent me information about this girl because she's mad, like mad in the head. But multiple people sent me information about her. I didn't know her from a can of paint. They sent me her articles. And so, yeah. And she also ran away and she was claimed as a fugitive also. Like she has an extensive crime history. All of these women do on the Tosh Mob channel that has been bashing me. These are the people that have been.
Are any of you familiar with the Tosh Mob channel? I've been over there before. That's where I had started seeing like the, I guess her reactions to the Queen of Kings content starting before the big blow up between Rose and Brett. So are you familiar with her channel and her delivery on how she conducts her reviews? Question, this woman who Rose is saying she got into it with, whose child passed away. Are you familiar with who that person is? Do you know that person's name or where we could read up on the information or details pertaining to the unfortunate incident that resulted in the loss of this lady's child, because this is like all new to me. But it seemed like people are sensitive to how Rose handled herself as she was, carrying out a conversation with this woman. So Rose is like, well, hell, they came for me. So I'm confused as to why I'm now the bad person when they started first with coming at me and my kids. And, I'm trying to, give back the same energy. So let me know your thoughts if you're familiar with what Rose is talking about, because I'm not. So I'm just trying to understand. Cooking with Kiki said they started a channel together. They were so in love. Now she's taking all the credit. Yeah. I mean, that's what happens a lot of time with money and success. Like, it changes. And she just doesn't seem as happy as she was, now since she's hit the 1 million subscribers as she was before. But how often we hear people talk about that, where they were more content when they had less than what they do maybe in the present. They say it just feels different. And I've heard that a lot, throughout life, for people who've experienced not having and having. Of course, they like to have the money and resources, but I've heard people talk about feeling like happier kind of when they did have less. They just were, they just had more happy moments. So I believe that's a thing. As they say, money doesn't bring happiness. I think it can help, but if you're dealing with some things, like whether you got money or not, when you're dealing with some things, that's still going to be there, regardless of what your bank account look like. When you're dealing with things psychologically, emotionally, if you don't really deal with that, because really those things don't really have anything necessarily to do with money. That's just your mental health. So sometimes, if you got money, you can go book you a vacation, and that can, help you, get your mental health back intact. But sometimes people's traumas is so deep that it ain't enough trips in the world you can take that can, provide healing for you. And you have to go and just talk to somebody. And I think that's what we see play out with Rose. Regardless of what her bank account looks like, she got things going on with her that can't heal. She has to get clinical help from, a therapist, a psychiatrist. Like, it's beyond money. Her money can buy that, pay for that resource. So that's fortunate, because a lot of people don't have the resources to get that type of help to address any mental health challenges they may have. They just, look at, a lot of the people on homeless, it's on the street. They got mental health, PTSD, all kinds of stuff going on with them, but they don't have the money. They don't have the resources, insurance. They don't have anything to help them manage that. And so I think that when you do have the money and the resources, the responsible thing is to utilize that money and resources and get the help you need. So Rose says she see a therapist once a week. Her husband was like, when? Stop lying, girl. Michelle said, gotta go, Chic. Thanks. Great content as always. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a good evening. So let's get back into this video.
And, giving me, I don't deal with this type of stuff. I don't deal with this crazy type of stuff. So it's very new to me. Like I said, I don't know that woman, but it was interesting for me, for her to be speaking on my family and on my anything, given the fact of her own life.
They can find it. They can listen to it.
Yeah, you guys can.
When you listen to what people say, listen to what Rose said, not what somebody else said.
Tasha K admitted to actually being a fan. You guys, I don't know Tasha K. And if she admitted to being a fan, I appreciate you, Tasha K. I apologize for the argument to get back at these women it was not supposed to touch you, Tasha K, or any of my true supporters. It was supposed to be for these crazies like the JD person that was just sending $50 just to talk crap. So it wasn't for you, Tasha K, or any of my, what do you think about what Tasha K said? I did not hear what Tasha K said. I don't know where the video is. I did not click on the video. I just hear you guys talking about it. But yeah, as far as Tasha K and to all of my real supporters, you see the lunatic stuff that I've been dealing with. You guys see, I've been getting on live for quite some time, and you guys have been seeing people literally sending money to be lunatics. So, Kiwi Hot Topic. Yes, she did. There's an article on it. Yes, she did. The woman, these people sent me her whole, I have everything about her, which I'm not going to post, but her first name, last name, her extensive run-in with the law. Yeah, you can also just Google. There's a whole article about this woman that was speaking about calling CPS on my children.
I'm just gonna get a cop with you. Hey, Mom. I'm higher than you.
She looks like Mom to me.
I'm higher than you.
What, baby?
I'm higher than you.
You're higher?
Yeah.
Not yet. Not yet, Duty.
I'm bigger than you.
Yeah, you guys can go and look at the top. That's why you guys saw me crying real life tears, begging her to stop. She took that video of me crying tears and made another video like, bitch, you sitting there crying and all this crazy stuff.
Did you all see that video that she had out there when she was crying, when Rose was crying? Maybe like 4 weeks ago, because when I saw that, I'm like, Lord, child, it's not going to age well, because I felt like her putting that out there was just going to fuel the trolls. And it was like people in the chat, in the comments, like, Rose, like, take this down. And I mean, she was bawling. Like, that definitely looked like a real moment, snot, hiccup. Like, she was just bawling because she was like, listen, I can't fight. Like, stop. Like, so that was, one of the few real moments on her channel that I did believe. And it was just like, Lord, like, I didn't like to see her going through that, because I don't think anyone should be getting bullied and like harassed, like to the way, because we're not harassing, we just reviewing, giving our opinion. But like, to be getting harassed where people are calling around trying to report you, like, she really was emotional. Did you all see that video? And so she's saying that Tasha person did a reaction video to that, just really going in or whatever. And I'm not surprised, because it was like, I just felt like once those trolls that she was complaining about saw that video, they was just going to go harder. And it seemed like after, I guess, she did that video where she was crying, that's where this idea came about, with her trolling them back by coming up with this lie that her and Brett were separating, and then now supposedly faking this argument that they had. But that was coming off of after she was on live just crying. Like, she was so emotional, like just pleading, please stop. And it wasn't I don't know. I don't know if she has it still out there, because I haven't looked at it lately. And I don't even know if I even seen it on her channel, because she's good for, recording and deleting and removing things. So I could have easily seen it on someone else's reaction channel, or, someone else, because a lot of times people screen record things, especially from her channel, because she'll, just as quick as she in that button for the live, they say, she'll remove it. So if you didn't catch it when it was live, like, you missed it. So I can't even say I watched it from her channel, but I did see it. And she was just so emotional. I'd never seen her like that before. And I felt bad. It's just like, wow. Like, because I had already came across the Tasha page, the person who she's talking about, I had already came across their reaction page. And at that time, they had probably like a couple of thousand subscribers. So I'd already came across their page and would listen, and hear what they had to say about her channel. So when she was out there boo-hooing, I knew who she was talking about. I had an idea, even though she didn't say their name. She didn't say their channel name when she was crying. But that was the channel that I thought about, because that was the one I kept seeing coming up in my recommendations, and everything they'd say, it was just always like negative. So I did feel bad for her, but like after this, you know, when she got into that argument with Brett and just aired him out, it's like from after that, I just started kind of looking at her and their whole situation just with just like almost like a new set of eyes. Like it was like the wolf was removed over, and I view their channel just completely different now. To me, I don't view it as a real authentic channel really anymore. And I don't see myself going back to reviewing it as real and authentic anymore. Because I feel like the truth is out. So right now we see Rose playing like damage control with trying to get the attention of people. She want that same type of regard that she had prior to her snapping on Brett on the video. So she's kind of like, okay, I want to undo that. I want to erase the first part of July. And basically she's like, she would like to maybe go back to June and then pick up from there. But you know, there's no do-overs sometimes when it comes to certain things. So the best she can do is just learn from what happened and move forward and try to move differently. And from what I'm seeing, I mean, she still air out everything on the internet. So I don't know how much she's learned, but I just hope that, you know, she see better days. But that's going to come with her, you know, with growth and her getting help for whatever that she's dealing with, because she's clearly dealing with some things. And she's acknowledged that, you know, she needs to go to counseling. She's just saying she started already. Brett was acting confused, like as though he wasn't aware or whatever, like that she started. So that remains to be seen. But I feel like how we'll know if she's getting healing is by her actions. If we see her show up differently, right? That's the only way that we can tell if someone's really putting the work in and making changes, by not what they say, but by what they do, by their actions. So she's still going to be on the internet. So we'll watch her behaviors, and, you know, that'll tell us all we need to know. And we'll be here to talk about it and review it. So let's get back to the video. Let me see. All right.
And then the woman joined her, the woman of the child that I was just talking about, joined her and was talking. And so when you finally like beat a dead horse and they finally like snap back, then it's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you snapped back. After a month of me saying nothing, being very nice, begging, pleading. So yeah. Is it a bunk bed or a loft? It's a full over twin. Babe, don't try to find the video anymore. They could go look it up. The woman's account is called Tosh Mob. Don't be sending people. You're promoting her channel. I know I'm promoting her channel, but her channel is already
If you listen to it for an hour.
Thank you, Choppa Bling said, man, he's so lucky. Thank you for taking care of our queen. Very lucky. Wow, that is very sweet, Choppa Bling. Thank you. I love when a Black king is just like, you know, supportive and encouraging. I appreciate that.
If you listen to for an hour, you'll know contradictions.
Right.
Side note, y'all think Brett done building that bed yet?
Definitely have started a hate campaign. Someone said, yes. She literally named it a mob and literally had people coming to my page far before my little plot to do the argument. She had people coming to my page to just be mean and talk low on me and try to mess with my brain. And they did a great job at it. No, Chocolate Job, you are not blocked.
How do I switch out of your profile?
Goddess Pisces said, there are a lot of Black men hating that you have a good husband that takes care of his kids and stepkids. I know, and that's why I love to see a Black king that's supportive and encouraging. It really is great. Actually, we Wish said they play victim after they drag you. Hello? Exactly.
But someone asked, I like how you won and thought trolling was a win. Where can I find her page? I don't know where you can find that crazy woman's page, but the live that they're talking about, claiming that I said someone killed their baby when I don't know what's wrong with them. They can literally play it and play it and play it over and over again in their own ears. I never said that, ever. Thank you, Dana. Rose, you have a great family. Stop focusing on that. You guys did great. I don't care what y'all going through. Do not break up your family. Thank you, Jam. We're not breaking up our family, I promise. Rose, you don't strike those other pages for using your content. Yes, I've stricken them 100 times. And that's my thing. They are getting on live every night for 3 hours per night to talk about me. That's pure hate, especially when you're not monetized. So their pages are unable to be monetized because of the things that they've done and said, but they're still on talking about me every night. It's crazy. Here, River, come here. Come here, River. River, come. Come here. Come here, Bubba. Come here. Right, Candy Collins said, babe, every time you post, they with you. They be streaming while you're streaming. Yes, that's kind of next level. Come here, Rhea. Come here, baby. Come here. Someone said, can you write YouTube and have their page removed? Honestly, before that person just commented on this live, I wasn't too much worried about the Tasha Mob page anymore because it's still although she has like 2,000 people based solely off of hating me, that page kind of, although she has that group of people hating me, that page was no longer relevant because there's so many other much larger pages talking about us. So we were no longer like that page is not even anything to worry about or try to take down at this point. I report every video I see about your family. Thank you, much love. We took 2 of her pages already. What a loser. Meek Mob D said. She did do something to her daughter. That's why she had to plead insanity, El Renee said. Yeah, you guys know I'm not just going to make up anything on anyone. I didn't know any of these people messaging me in regards to this person. I don't know Meek Mob D. I've heard of her and her content and hear that it's good. I don't know her. I don't know any of these people. I don't know the woman, the insane woman. I don't know Tosh. I don't know any of these people. I never even heard of them until I start hearing about them talking about my family. You should have asked what she did to her mother, Meek Mob D said. Yeah, and so I had lawyers reach out to me in regards to this woman and everything. This is getting to the point of harassment. Are you going to press charges or file for protective orders? Oh, it's way past the point of harassment. It's been past that. Like, they've done so much. Sade said, Rose, can you see me? Yes. Now they're all asking me because I told them when you block someone.
So earlier when I was listening to this live, it was right around this point. This is when I think she's going to talk about Brett and him getting into a fight. And she's going to be wanting him to give her the pictures, with the blood, and, he's not going to want to. And you know, the Rosebuds are gonna be like leave it alone, because she's gonna keep pressing for him to show these receipts of him. I guess she really wants to prove that her man is not soft. So she's wanting him to produce the pictures for when he got into the one fight and he, I guess, broke somebody's nose. I don't know, but he's not for it. He's like, girl, I ain't trying, I ain't got nothing to prove. But she kind of gonna get in her feelings because he's not gonna produce those pictures that she wants to show people on the internet. Again, it's just like everything don't have to go on the internet, and she struggles with understanding that. Jean Allen said, I saw the crime, Billy. I didn't believe it. Sorry. I don't know. I believed it. I mean, she has, I don't know. It looked believable to me. Jean said, I've seen too many of her fake apologies to believe anything Rose says. You sound like you've seen more than what I've seen. So let's get back to this live, but she should be getting to the part where they're going to talk about Brett getting into a fight. So she want to show, listen, her man can, he throw them hands. So let's get back to the video.
They could be messaging and not even know that no one can see them. So they're like, Rose, can you see me? Yes, I can see you. Carol, thank you. Said, Rose, remember they talked about Jesus? Oh my goodness, girl, thank you. Make mob decent. Brett, please. Brett talking about that's not comparable. Yes, it is.
Well, I said that's not comparable.
Yeah, they drag anybody that's doing their thing and living in their truth. She drugged my kids and family and called CPS, and I exposed her real charges and why she lost her kids, all her kids but one. Mink Mob D said. I have to get off soon, please.
Nothing, go to bed.
They said, dang, Brett still. They said, dang, Brett still with the bed.
It's tedious. All I have for tools is this.
Because he had to turn this thing around, and he still hasn't even turned the other side around yet. That sucks.
This wasn't, I was trying to find a way to make it work. This one's fine, but this one, these holes. The whole middle is fine, holes as well.
He had to turn this hole, like he did the bed multiple times because he don't like to read the pamphlet that's right in front of him.
It doesn't break down the instructions.
He don't like to read the pamphlet that's right. He don't like to read the. You're annoying as shit.
It doesn't say face this way.
He don't like to read the pamphlet that's right in. He don't like to read the pamphlet that's right in front of him. So he had to start this bell over. He had to start this bell over 3 times already. And so he just had to turn this around after he already did it. And this is the problem, honestly. At our house, like, we have a lot of tools. He's using this to do the whole bed, y'all. And where's that little thing?
This is it. I don't know.
And this for the whole bed. It's kind of crazy. Exactly. You have to build a bed. Wait. Have you building a bed with a metal toothpick? Cheryl said.
Yeah, in good hands. I ain't got no job, so that's why I'm trying to do
He's stupid.
Y'all hear him? He said, well, I ain't got no job, so I guess I'll be here working on the bed. Because I surely was thinking like, okay, so we still believe he got a job because he's been working on this bed for a long time now, and it's a work day.
He ain't got no job, so he got plenty of time to build the bed. Get to working.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Mink Mob. Ooh. you guys, okay, so the person that I was just talking about, which was not even in my head space at all, but she or her crew or whoever the case came on my channel. So, I haven't even spoken of this girl, but she came on my channel and giving me $50 to say what she wanted to say. So this woman, Meek Mob D, which again, I don't know her. I don't talk to Meek Mob D. But this woman said she will be screaming about me tonight after I go live on her, but it's all true. Okay? So if you guys want to go to Meek Mob D's channel and see about this lunatic, bless her heart. Certainly bless her child. That should have never happened. But you guys can tune in to Meek Mob D. This was not prearranged. I didn't say, hey, Meek Mob D, let me shout you out. None of that. I didn't know this woman was watching me. But yeah, you guys can go over there to Meek Mob D and for your information about this woman, because I don't know the woman. I don't even know how we got into like a beef like this. I'm confused. You were talking about my kid, so I just said, what happened to your kid? And all of a sudden we're in a beef and you're coming for me and all this and that and that. It's crazy. But, yeah. Hey, are you guys the couple that met on Bumble? No, we didn't meet on Bumble. We met at a club. Why are you promoting them? Because they said that they're going to do a live regarding this woman that just claimed that I said that someone did the unthinkable to the child, and I never said that.
Dad brought me this. The first thing you said, Dad brought me this for fixing.
Wait, what did you say, babe?
So when someone says, how did your child die? And the first thing you said is, or you start ranting and you say, I didn't murder my child. You're kind of projecting that energy out there.
You're right.
Instead of saying, I didn't neglect my child, you said, I didn't murder my child.
Yeah.
So that's how you do.
It's no beef. It's just what she does to women with children. She's sick, Meek Mob D said. Oh, really?
What?
This woman, Meek Mob D, said, there's no beef. It's just what she does to women with children.
Who? Who does what to me?
Your husband seems very chill. Wait, your husband seems very chill, like nothing can rattle him. Okay, don't get that confused. Don't get that confused. He is certainly very, very chill. I'm not going to lie. He's very chill. He's very patient, but I will not lie. He can get a little, what are you, babe? Why are you putting that right there? Why, babe? The bed needs to go against that wall.
We have 2 levels full bed.
Cheryl said, oh, he gets active when the camera is off. No, genuinely, he's himself. He's very introverted. He's very quiet. He's very chill person, genuinely. But nothing can rattle him, girl. Wait, let me see your phone. Where's that picture when you knocked that man out with the blood all over you and stuff? You got that picture that I deleted from your Instagram? You knocked the man out, the blood all over you, all those vulgar pictures that I deleted from your Facebook? Do you know where those are? Yes, you do. Can I see? I think I hid it. Can I see so I can show them? Can I see so I can show them? Okay. Well, yeah, Brett had, his whole face was bloody. He showed the man laying on the ground. He's very, not just,
Yeah, I didn't take a picture of somebody. That's what I'm saying.
Babe, you really can't. Can I see her? Can I just see?
Rose want to show her man is so hard, and he not trying to like no, like girl, everything for the internet, and she keep pushing. This is what I really wanted to show you all before we ended this live, because I caught this earlier, and it's like in her chat, people are like, okay, girl, like read the room. He don't want to talk about it. Like, what you trying to have him locked up? And but she still keep pushing because she just feel like everything just is for the internet, and it's really not.
Why is that a big deal?
We could talk about.
It's not incriminating. That was like a long time ago. Can I please see? I guess Brett think that I'm incriminating him right now, so I guess I'll shut up. He got real quiet, and y'all like, nah, y'all can't see.
Mommy, make this. Mommy, make to the edge to that.
You think I'm what?
I think you could say some stuff without trying to say something else.
Yeah, babe, but you're the one that it was literally posted on your Facebook. So
I'm trying to think of what you're talking about.
yeah, with the blood all over your face when you had the blood and you were like this.
Oh,
Yeah, where's that?
You with blood on me?
Yeah. You also showed the man laying on the floor with blood on him too, but if you don't want to show that. Okay, but that was literally on Facebook. So why can't I show them? I'm the one that took it off of Facebook.
I don't know where it is, but you take an hour to try to find it.
No, it's just on your hidden profile on Facebook. I just want to show them though. Can I just show them?
No. Anyway, if I'm being disrespected or challenged, then I will react. That's all you have to say.
Okay. Well, anyways, but Brett did private security for very high-end people for a couple years.
If I took pictures, it was for insurance reasons.
He said if he took pictures, it was for insurance reasons. So, yeah, Brett, he did do security, and he seen a lot of stuff and stuff like that. Okay, I talked too much. Beverly said, Rose, please stop. Oh, shoot. Okay, they said, Rose, read the room. Okay, girls. Sorry. I just didn't understand because it was literally on his Facebook page before I deleted it. So I just don't understand.
When a wild woman came into a police house and started biting people. And when I pulled her off somebody, and she bit my hand. And you're mixing stories as well. So. I had to put her in the streets, literally, to try to flag the cop down.
She said, are you trying to ruin him? No. I'm not trying to ruin him.
Please stop. You're going to make it so I can't fix the bed. Hey.
Grace, I need you to stop that. He said stop.
You don't put stuff inside.
So as you see, Rose struggles with what not to say on the internet, even as her husband tried to tell her, hey, you can talk without like saying everything, like people can read between the lines. Like Rose don't understand. She like, no, this what happened. He got into a fight. He busted somebody. No, who knows what version of the story Brett may have told of what popped off. And then you got Rose over here telling maybe another version of the story and trying to show pictures. And Brett like, girl, come on now. So I wanted to get to that portion of the live because that's what I caught earlier today when I was seeing what the Rose talking about today. And I just shook my head at that because I'm like, she still don't get it. She doesn't understand boundaries, what to say, what not to say, what goes on the internet, what doesn't, what reserves the right to just remain private. Like she just don't understand all of that. She like, listen, I want to air it all out. And even though you have the right to have part whatever you want to have private, she just want to put everything out there. And Brett is now challenged with trying to live in a life with someone who just believes in just airing it out because she said, she had to force him to get on YouTube. So he's on YouTube now, but it seems like he's still trying to keep some stuff private. Like, damn, can we have something to ourselves? But no, the Rose was like, no, we need to air it out because these people need to know so they can click on this video, share it. We can get this check and we can buy more Airbnbs. Like, this is how this works, Brett. So yeah, so she finally had to kind of calm it down and accept that no, he's not going to give her pictures to put on the internet, because next thing you know, that'll be circulating, and then he know that it's going to be a whole story, surrounding that, So, and she didn't already have put out there during that rant that she said was staged that he was abusive. She found him to be abusive. So, child, that's our Rose for today. Like, it's a lot. we're right at just around the 4-hour mark, 3 hour and 54 minutes. So our usual 4-hour live stream, but it goes down over here. We get into the comments and talk about just the shenanigans. So I do thank each and every one of you for joining me on this live. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Also, in the mornings, I do workout content pertaining to just physical fitness. So taking care of our bodies, from the physical. Rose content, it's, to me, I look at it, it's, tackling the mentals, psychological, emotional, those things that we cannot neglect, but far too often we do neglect. But during the day, during the mornings, I address just the physical fitness and just taking care of our bodies, because you're just born with one. So make sure that you do have your notification bell on so you know when I go live, and tune in and check me out, and just tell a friend, share the live with a friend. And yeah, we're just over here growing, road to 1,000 subscribers. So we're getting closer and closer. And I thank each and every one of you. Thank you for my returning subscribers, new subscribers, those who are just tuning in, lurking in the background, the rosebuds. We welcome you all. I just enjoy just dissecting all of this with you all, because it's so much that we can learn from just watching their channel. And I don't want to miss those moments to discuss with you all, because they're out there in Hawaii living life just as we are living life wherever we are in this world. So everyone goes through some things, but we can also learn from one another as well. So I'll take that. But yeah, we can learn from one another as well. And the Rose and Brett, we're over here learning from them. It's not about bashing them, tearing them down. It's about learning from them what not to do. And what we know not to do is to feel like we can combat trolls by putting out negative energy and telling lies on our loved ones. Like, I don't know in what universe that ever makes sense, but somehow in Hawaii, on the island, it made sense for them. So hopefully it's a lesson learned for her, because Tasha K made it very clear last night that, sis, you doing the absolute most, and you need to have several seats. And so, Rose, be strong. Go to those appointments that you say that you have lined up once a week. Make sure you're there so you can get whatever lessons you need to learn from whatever's transpiring in your life, so you won't repeat. And your children, you can be a better example for your babies. You have beautiful babies, and I only want the best for them. So just get healed and just show yourself in the best light possible, because they are watching. They are watching just as the world is watching, but most importantly, your babies are watching. So that's all I have for you tonight. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe, have your notification bell set. If you want to show me any love, my Cash App is $speak50. So until the next broadcast, I am Chic from Chic Speaks. Peace. Have a good night.